AD has approved KC1400 Collective. Everybody want to hear me say that? This is what it's all about. They're around. They are supporting. The money is going directly to our student athletes. They're signing deals. They have contracts. Let's do it. I mean, without this collective, we won't be successful. We won't be able to sustain our student athletes. I mean, 1400 Collective have done a really, really good job of keeping a lot of our athletes here. You know, if you saw them sign a lot of our athletes, but we got to do our part. So I know after today, we're going to click that 1400 Collective. We're going to give one of those tiers, and we're going to make sure that we give to this collective so we can continue to give to our student athletes and support them and give them what I need.
Jackson State has a collective full throttle. They have a collective full throttle. And I mean, like, so they, you know, we won the national championship in 2023, and we were slowly but surely trying to get our collective going. Jackson State won it this past year. Their collective is full throttle. Like, it is full throttle. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose anybody.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen. State said one story, my brand tells another. This is Jackson State. This is family. This is the KC1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team. Support our NIL Collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI love, go Tigers. It was good to be back at home this past weekend. Good win for our program. Bethune is a well-coached team that's on the climb. They came out and played a great game, but we had some good things going for us in that game. You know, very pleased again to say that our defense played at that level. To see them playing at that type of level at this time of the year was very pleasing. Being able to rush for over 300 yards, had 3 backs rush for 100 yards. Anytime, again, you have a freshman at quarterback, you want to be able to try to protect them as best you can. So, like where we are, you know, but this week we got to get ready to go. You know, Alcorn is the Soul Bowl. They're going to come in here and try to play spoiler. And, you know, we got to, again, guard the yard, protect the vet, and go out here and get this win and clinch the East this weekend.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. TD, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Doing well. Tiger Nation, what it do? What it do?
Tiger Nation. Glad you can join us tonight. How y'all doing out there? It's Monday, and the Raiders are playing. Well,
man, the hell with
Cowboys are playing football.
Caring about no Raiders. Yeah, they can figure it out on their own, bro. I'm done with that. But nah, man, come on in. Y'all hit the like button, share button, subscribe button. Get a couple of preliminaries out of the way. Action-packed show playing today, man. A lot to get into, a lot to talk about. Even gonna have D. Corey Feaspo to hop up on there. We're gonna definitely touch on that article that he dropped. Did you get a chance to tune into that, TD?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, really good stuff by him. I thought it was so right on time. Give me 1 second. I literally forgot one thing to add to this thing. And I wanted to make sure I can add it. There we go. All right. So yeah, man. Happy to be on, man. Happy to be back on. Just man, I tell you, bro, what a weekend. Heck of a victory. But TD, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm you know, I'm in guard the yard mode, man, from here on out, bro. Just kind of how I feel about it. You know, I love where we at. You know, I did my reaction
I
after.
didn't know you ever stop, man.
No, I don't think you understand what I'm saying right now, bro. When I say I'm in guard the yard mode, it's literally I'm talking to the Tiger. It's Tiger talk tonight. Appreciate everybody that's from the outside looking in, that be tuned in. I ain't got no dialogue for you tonight, bro. Probably no time soon. I'm gonna just tell you. I mean that because a lot of what we see happening right now, bro. And I'm just done with the excuses with giving people passes for the blatant disrespect. That's why I thought the article was so perfectly timed by KC, man. I thought it was because I thought it encapsulated everything that I was feeling. And here's the beautiful thing about being able to tell your own story. Jordan, what up, baby? Jordan Jefferson in the house, man. The legendary. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? No, man, I don't have nothing, bro. I don't. I don't know how people do it, bro. And I'm like, I got that C. Lee spirit in me. C. Lee, appreciate the letter, man, he sent to me. He was just like, bro, from the reaction, I'm gonna let you get started because I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know where it's gonna go tonight, but
hey man, do what you do, man. I'm just chilling.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, bro, when I tell you, man, you see stuff, man, and gotta be, I'm disgusted, bro, with a lot of stuff, bro. I'm kind of at my wit's end about it. You know what I'm saying? The disrespect. I get tired of our fans sometimes. When we don't score every drive or we don't win by 50 points every game, we got our mouth poked out. We never satisfied. You know what I'm saying? We just, not too long ago, we was in a dismal time of Jack State football, right? And Here we are in the golden era. And you know what's funny about the golden era?
What's that?
Tiger Nation didn't appreciate the golden era at that time either. You never really appreciate it when you're in it, you never really, for the most part, you never really appreciate kind of what's happening.
Are you saying this is more like
let me tell you how people gonna process what I'm saying. Hit dogs holler. I don't know half the people that pay attention that be watching. I'm serious. We just see numbers and we see each other. We see the chat, right? If you ain't talking and you just watching and ain't really saying nothing, I don't really know who you are. So, but hit dogs holler, you know what I mean? People start to, but you kind of see things, bro. And I'm not here to make excuses for things that we can improve upon, but I'm just saying in sports, in any sport, any type of anything, bro, the objective is to win. And we know from week to week, different situations, different scenarios, you can win a tight game one week and you can blow out an opponent the next week and come back and have a tight victory. The goal is to win. Last I checked, is to win. But I'll just start there. And we'll see how this thing go, man. I just a lot on my chest, a lot on my mind. And this is what I love. This is one of these days I love having a platform to just talk to the Tigers, bro. When I say Tiger talk, I mean that. And I ain't got to say nothing else. Y'all get where I'm coming from. I just don't have nothing else. I don't even have I don't even have the energy to engage no more. I'm just talking to the Tiger. This is family combo from here on out for me. You know what I'm saying? And I, take it however you want to take it. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. People can have their opinions. They can feel how they feel. I'm just gonna talk to the Tigers, man. Now, if I see something, I'm gonna go out there and say something about it as well. But that's what I'm on. I'm on that. How you feeling?
So is this similar to a church meeting?
Nope.
like only the members are involved in this.
No, I'm no, it's not that. It's DI love versus everybody. And fuck all the haters. That's how I feel. This ain't no church meeting, bro. It's just conversation. We just chopping it up. That's how we do it. I just get sick of the disrespect, bro. You know what I'm saying? And people we get numb. I don't get numb to it. I'm just saying, listen, they gonna continue to do what they do. We're gonna talk all about it. And here's the difference between us and them. You want to talk about it from here? Go to your own platform and talk about it. That's how that works. But if you ain't got no platform to talk about your schools and how the narratives fit with your, that ain't got nothing to do with us. That's not our world. We got multiple platforms that, that can come out and guard the yard. That's what we on right now. So I love it, man. I love the position we in. I love it because let me tell you what I love about haters and opposition, bro. It makes me, it sharpens my sword up, bro. It sharpens my sword. I was real motivated to have this show tonight because it's a lot of stuff that you just, and we're going to talk about everything, man. The game, we're going to talk about, but I'm just telling you something that Corey said in that chat, not in the chat, in the interview, not an interview. I'm in the article. TD, the golden era of Jackson State football was in the 1980s, bro, under W.C. Gordon. We had 28 straight SWAC wins, bro. Over how many seasons? 4? That's 4 seasons, right?
Okay.
Or was it 3 seasons?
Depending on how many games.
In fact, 3.5, I think. We had 1 national championship during that time. 1. Why is that? Because at that time, the media was the ones that determined who was the national champions. There wasn't one on the field like we have a de facto celebration bowl. I'm just saying. It was a situation. So I'm not saying that what we're dealing with is anything new. We're just introducing the newer generation with what's been going on with Jackson State for eons now. We just now have a platform to talk about it. Social media, in the social media era. Remember, it used to be the Clarion Ledger. We used to talk about it at the dinner table. We talk about it in the neighborhood, at school. We didn't have this form of media to express ourselves like we do now. And now we're in a situation where we can actually, y'all do know that we can tell you about Jackson State better than the outsiders can. So when the Jackson State folks start to talk about Jackson State, you ain't beating us at that, bro. We're going to check and bound. We're going to cross every T. We're going to dot every I when it comes to that. And we're going to hold folks accountable when it comes to playing in our face. Because y'all think that this is just about polls. It's not just about weekly rankings and stuff. No, it's blatant disrespect. Corey broke it down and gave you a bevy of options. Is it fatigue? Is it whatever? Whatever it is, it's not based off of real data. So anyway, what else you got, bro? Because I got some preliminaries we'll get into. But,
yeah, I just want to say, go with your preliminary, man. I'm here.
Nah, we'll come back to it. I mean, we I ain't trying to jump into that too fast because Corey's gonna come up when we do get ready to talk about the platform. I mean, we get ready to talk about the article that he put out. I just thought the timing of that was so perfect. And I don't get tired, man, of talking about. I'm only interested in us. It's hard to watch other games. I've been trying to watch that Alcorn Grambling game for 2 days now, bro. I can't get through it, bro. It's just hard. I'm just not interested. You know what I'm saying? But we got to watch it. It's Soul Bowl week. Now that show is gonna be dedicated Friday. That's a Wednesday show. Wednesday we're gonna break out. We're gonna definitely do that Soul Bowl. We're gonna have a real good Soul Bowl show. We'll hit on it today, but man, we're gonna beat the hell out of Alcorn Saturday. Let me just say that out the rip. I see people talk. The whole SWAC, everybody got they got their hands holding hands and kumbaya, my lords, and all this good stuff, hoping that we lose. And you got players out there from Alabama State begging folk to beat, man, go on beat Jackson State so we get it. No, you should have beat Jackson State when you had a chance to. If you wanted to play in the SWAC championship, you wanted to control your own destiny, you should have won the game. The games matter, not opinions on boards, not none of that shit. None of that matters. You win the games on the field. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alcorn can't help y'all on Saturday. They can't. I don't know. Y'all must thought I don't know what y'all thought. Congratulations to Prairie View for clinching early because the West is horrible, by the way. The West horrible. You know, so it is what it is. So at the end of the day, that's what we on right now. We gonna do what we do. Man, it's Soul Bowl. We are not, man, I'm not mincing my words. It's rivalry week. I expect to open another can, just like we did in Lorman last year. I expect to open another can on Saturday because we listen. I'm full, man. It might take. I don't know how long this show gonna be. You just hop out whenever. I'm gonna go until I run out of gas. I appreciate the opposition because it be times I don't be feeling like getting on the screen talking. I don't want to talk. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to chill.
Right.
I thank the haters because I feel like talking now. I feel like expressing myself. Right? If you say, oh, he's so emotional, you motherfucking right, I'm emotional. When we say when we say do y'all love, I love this shit, man. I'm not, this is not a joke. I do. Because it's more than just football. Y'all like the game. This is a way of life for us. When I say that, I mean like this is economic impact in the city of Jackson. Is it not, T? Is it not?
Yes. Always.
It's a lot of people eat off Jackson State, bro. And it ain't no cult. It just is what it is. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It ain't no different than, you know, the people that, you know, the folk that have businesses around the Packers. Packers is the team of the Packers is owned by who, TD?
The fans in Green Bay.
Fans. It's Green Bay. It's Green. I'm just saying, like that's Jack State is our Green Bay. You know how I know? See, this is why you can't argue with that. You know how I know that y'all know that that's the case? Because you can't keep Jack State out your mouth. You use Jack State for engagement, slanted headlines and bullshit that you put out there in the airwaves. If you stop talking about Jack State, y'all should have drive like a prune. Come on now. If you don't believe me, TD, I'm probably gonna get in trouble with this. No, I can't get in trouble. Not with this. No, I just say what I say. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. This is my point. Don't spam my chat, whoever that is. I'm not talking to nobody outside of the Tiger Nation. If I see anything, keep it to yourself. It's Tiger Talk tonight. It's Tiger Talk. I'm just telling you now. Take it however you want to take it, but you're going to have to express yourself over there. That's just how that works now. That's the rules of the game. Don't like it, don't watch. That's simple, right? Call them whatever you want to call them. It don't matter. But here's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you, bro. You only get so many chances to play in my face, bro. You're just not going to, people say that stuff. I'm really like that when it comes to that. So at the end of the day, I'm really like that for real. I'm real life like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you now. I'm just saying. What was I just saying? What was I just talking about?
I don't know. You said don't spell. I don't know, man.
No. Something else I just touched on. I'm just telling you. Look, jump in whenever you jump in. It don't make me no difference. We rolling tonight. I'm just saying, bro. When it come down to Jackson State in the media, Jackson State is the bell cow. Jackson State controls the media. So much so, Jackson State gets commingled in. The Clarion Ledger has done it for years. HBCU pundits are doing it now. Don't, and then come on now. Y'all know, come on. Yeah, y'all are going against facts for engagement. People are negating storylines for views and clicks. That's the world we live in now. It's about the views and clicks.
Right.
See, I don't even watch this show. I don't. I just live it and go about my business. I never watch the show. I don't like to hear myself talk. I'm just in it. Don't put no. I'm not caught. Don't do that, Chuck. We ain't got to do that. I'm saying in general. I'm not highlighting anybody because I want to spare them. This is not directed at anyone in particular. I'm talking about the culture of HBCU sports media, period. Right? It doesn't matter who has a platform. Let's take it off of the shit. TD, guess what I saw the other day? Colorado getting their ass kicked right now.
Who?
Colorado.
Right now? Yeah, I got you. Are you talking about this season? Got you.
Yeah, they're getting their ass kicked. They it's bad, right? People that, and they say, this ain't, I'm just saying, when you start seeing big platforms that done made major waves because of their affiliation with Coach Prime and the content that they putting out there with the Colorado content, hey man, when they start losing, that's when them views get start drying up. Guess what happened all of a sudden? A couple platforms, it's all, boy, all of a sudden, I saw a little Jackson State headline up in there. Whoa. What you doing?
Huh?
I thought that Boulder, Colorado content was fire. And that ain't talking about Neely. I'm talking about other people who went into the, man, I'm gonna cover Colorado and I'm gonna use, and it's a smart thing. If you're in business, you're gonna cover what's hot. I get that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to express is how Jackson State, how impactful the brand of Jackson State is. It's so impactful that people build platforms off a Power 5 program. And when that Power 5 program struggle, you can sprinkle a little JSU up in that thing and you can still get that engagement. That's what I'm talking about, bro. If we're going to speak the real. See, I'm just telling you, that's just how it works. So we know how it goes. So what I'm saying is we're not expecting people to be fair with us, man. We're going to be fair with us. We're going to tell it like it is when it comes to us. We don't need you to tell our story because we're going to tell it our damn self.
And you saying we as fans fall for it every time, huh?
We fall for it. Who do you think is watching? If all the Jackson State fans stop watching that other stuff, man, it'll drive like a prune. Because them folks ain't even interested in their own school content. Tell me I'm lying. Talk to me now. Please, come on, talk to me. I know the numbers. People gonna get their feelings. I get it. Ain't nobody making no sense. They pray if you just won the West. Nobody gives a damn. Everybody wants to know who gonna win the East. And what they really want Jackson State to lose because they can talk about Jackson State and how we fell short, TD. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what they're hoping for. It's an engagement thing.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you how this go, bro.
Wishing well.
People don't like the real, huh?
Wishing well.
Wishing. Whatever they do.
That writing letters to Santa Claus.
Hey, I'm not mad, y'all. I'm doing what y'all do. This is what y'all do. This is what y'all want. Y'all like a show. Oh, he on it. Y'all like a show. We'll entertain y'all. Because I understand how this thing work. We're the bell cow. We don't need y'all. We don't listen, man. We're not interested. Y'all not. I'm talking to the coalition, the SWAC 11. Y'all are not interested in your own stuff.
Man,
there are some, now don't get me wrong. There are some platforms that's not JSU centric that make some shake. Now I'm gonna disqualify myself. I do not watch anybody. I don't watch nothing. I don't. I just live life. I don't really be on the screens like that no more. I do this show. I go back to my life. I don't be on YouTube. I watch the games. But what I will say is this. I saw it enough to know. So I ain't talking about nobody. So don't take it personal. People think people start hearing things. I promise you, I don't have one individual in mind when I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm talking about the whole culture. That's what I'm talking about. the entire culture and how Jack State is the one that is carrying this media thing. It is. So I love it. And contrary to popular belief, I have zero problems with somebody saying, I hate Jack State. I don't care for them. I hope they lose. I actually have respect for them. I do. I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
It's not those people that's going to fool you.
Yeah.
Certain people be like, man, so they say, well, man, you know, brother, you got brother out there that y'all know what I'm talking about. And he made it very clear where he stands. And I have no issue with it. I don't. Actually, I defend, I support that. Now, listen to me. Follow me now. You know who crazy? Not that person. It's the people who don't like what's said that go over there and get triggered by it. That's the thing that's confusing to me. Now, I'm not trying to go down there. This is what I want to say. Those that you should have an issue with are those who pretend to be solid, pretend to be whatever.
Are you talking about like a wolf in sheep clothing type thing?
I mean, ones you gotta watch.
Oh, okay. One pat you on the back, laugh in your face.
You gotta watch the lukewarm folks, bro. You gotta watch the fence straddlers. You gotta watch the go along, get alongs. That's all I'm saying. I may not like what I have to say, but that's biblical.
So
did God not say I would that you be what? Hot or cold, right? Did he say it? Did he not say it? Somebody read their book. I would that you be hot or cold. But because thou art lukewarm, I'm gonna spew you out of my mouth. So I'm just telling you, I ain't trying to preach to nobody. I'm just saying, that's real life. That real life stuff right there. That real life stuff. See, when you spew something out your mouth, man, that my man just got suspended. Jamar Chase just got suspended for spitting that Jada. That's the most disrespectful, diabolical stuff you could do. God, like, man, I don't have no respect for you. Pick a side, man. All right, I'm done. I'm y'all worked up yet? Let's have a little fun tonight. Let's talk a little football, man. Anyway, I wanted to kick it off that way. See if I can get some folk worked up, man. See where we going. I got a lot to say. And I ain't holding my tongue, but I ain't trying to be, I'm not disrespectful with it. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody. I'm just telling y'all. It's Tiger Talk. You want to sit in the room and listen to the conversation of the Tiger Talk, that's your problem. It's on you. But I ain't engaging though. There you go. Just saying. The ones you got to watch, bro. I'm just saying that. I'm going to give you an example, TD. And you're going to feel me. Clarion Ledger. Remember that dude who was writing for them?
Yeah.
Dude come in, act like everything cool, shake everybody's head, and then go right out there and write a story pissing on you. And then want to come back and act like, hey,
didn't he get banned?
How do you get banned writing sports media, bro? How do you get banned? Man, I'm not over here telling haters to stop hating. You ain't heard me say that one time. I just said everybody got a role to play. I'm just saying, there comes a point in time where conversations get private. I'm just saying, when you start talking to a select group, everybody ain't for that. See, that that's part of the reason why the Bible's more misunderstood. Because people, it's like reading other people's mail. I'm not telling you I'm smart. I'm just telling you what I learned going out of Bible class, bro. A lot of those books, those epistles that was written to folks, it was that communication was to that group. We started reading it and started trying to apply stuff to. See, they're like me coming to your house and then I go in your mailbox and I get your mail out and all of a sudden I'm trying to open up your mail and I'm trying to apply your mail to me. That wasn't written to me. I know somebody ain't gonna like that. Somebody ain't. I know. I'm gonna leave it alone though. But hit the subscribe button while you're here, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about some stuff, man. Listen, I did drop the link. I want to say this. Tonight is the last night to get the collective hoodie. Tonight is the last night. If you want to get this hoodie, go ahead and click that link on it. I just he said, you open my mail, you paying that. I'm just saying, you get what I'm trying to say. Let me know if I lost you, man. I slow it down and back it up for you. Back it up, back it up. I'll back it up for you. Brother Les, preaching is about living, man. You know what I mean? It's how you live, bro. Everybody preaching every day. Every day your feet hit the ground, man, you preaching. Some people be perturbed by what I have to say because I said a cuss word. Oh man, he cussing. Ooh, he this. Man, get on out of here with that. There's a lot of devils that don't cuss. Boy, you gonna get in trouble tonight. What the got into it? Just over people, man. Vanity, bro. Just sick of everything. Everybody. This all just negativity, man. You can get tired of negativity, bro. You don't have to always eat that stuff, man. You can get exhausted with it. You can. God get exhausted. He said, he's sick of the wicked every day, all day. Still got to deal with it, though. Still got to deal with it. And at the end of the day, ain't nobody your problem but you. You're your own worst enemy. Person that give you the most problems is yourself. You lie to yourself more than anybody do. You want to leave everybody alone. I don't want to talk to him no more. He lied to me. TD, I said I was going to stop eating fast food and got up the next day and went and got me a biggie bag. Who lied to me? You see what I'm saying?
It was an attempt.
It was a lie. I said I was going to stop.
You did for those few hours you was asleep.
Just
Boy, laughing.
You get what I'm saying, DJ? I'm just saying, man. I've told everybody, man. It was a non-negotiable, man. A non-negotiable for November. I'm telling on myself. A non-negotiable was I wasn't gonna eat no fast food, and went straight and got a biggie bag. Didn't nobody TD. I was in the car by myself. There was no influence. No outside influence. Junior bacon cheeseburger. You see what I'm saying? See how you know, bro? Barbecue and ranch. The ketchup and fried, man. Pineapple mango. I'm just saying. I did it. I did it to myself. All right, let's get started, man. All right. Hey, listen, man. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers, man. Appreciate all the supporters. Appreciate everybody. Ken, let's take a pause for community. Listen, man. Y'all gotta understand something, bro. This is who I really am. This is who I really am. Every day, all day. This is where I live, man. You know, we all on a spiritual journey, man. You know what I mean? And PD is too, and everybody is. You know, I just don't know no other way to be. I know I can streamline conversations. We can talk about JSU all day, every day, and people will think that that's all you are about. In actuality, what I'm talking about is more about what I'm about than what I do get on this show and talk about. I can promise you that. So, but we on our road to 9,000 subscribers. Listen, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, anywhere else, head over to YouTube. Follow us on social media. Head over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hey, man, we want to send a huge shout out to our channel supporters, channel sponsors. First up, Auto Masters. Look, Auto Masters is run by Timothy Poe, Terrence Miles, JSU alum. They support the channel with a financial investment, man. Help us continue to do what we do. They are in the they can get you all types of vehicles, man. Give them a call if you're in the market for a great deal. They can find what you're looking for, man. Over at one of them good old auctions, 601-927-7794. Cannon Nissan. Shout out to Will, man. What up, Will? Hey, man, we brought we got Mama Will, Mama Peyton. We brought her to the game on Saturday. Had a good time, man. So shout out to Mama Peyton. Brother Will, appreciate all that he do to support the platform and the channel. Listen, if you guys are in the market for a new or used vehicle, you're in Jackson, you want a Nissan, you want that new Armada, you want that Murano, you want a Rogue, whatever you're looking for. Hey, man, Pathfinder, head over to Cannon Nissan, man, and give Will a shout. Tell him KC1400 sent you. He gonna give you a nice deal and a nice little discount, right? And if you're in the Vicksburg market, listen, you can be in Jackson. If you want to get a Toyota or Honda, head over there, see Billy. Billy gonna take care of you. Best Honda dealer in the state of Mississippi. I said so. He take care of us, man. Keep us rolling. We always in Cannon vehicles when we move around, man. 601-835-6100. And listen, if you are new to the platform, you want to support the platform through the foundation, tax-deductible donations, you can go to Givelify, Friends with KC1400 Inc. This is what our mission is. We provide strategic resources and financial support to the Jack State University community. Who is the Jack State University community? We're talking about students, man. You know, through the collaborative initiatives to stabilize and enhance the viability of students. All donations are tax deductible. We own Zephy. We own shucks, man. We everywhere. You can donate, but this one is Givelify. But nevertheless, man, we appreciate you guys, man, for all the support, and we'll get things kicked off. Listen, I do want to put this up here because I do want to talk about this. Shout out to the general, by the way, man. Hell of a video with Austin. They did some amazing content.
What?
I said this, man. We see your passion out there, Tiger Nation. Let's use it for fuel to join the KC1400 Collective as football season heads into rival week, followed by the championship quest. We must not lose momentum with the portal opening January the 2nd, 2026. Must join now, KC1400Collective.com. We are trying to get to 1,000 signups this year, man, and we will make that happen. Appreciate the super chats, but let me put this up here real quick. You know, them cash apps hit a little quicker. If you want to send the cash app, KC1400MG, you can do PayPal, however you want to do it. We'll put that up there for now. But listen, I just want to get through this real quick. The link that's attached to the chat is for this dope hoodie right here, man. Tonight is the last night to grab it. We did hit our threshold, so they will start printing soon as after today, man. So click that link. They only $77. Why are they $77? TD for $18.77. Jack State University, baby. You got them that DI love blue, white, touch of red, navy blue, white, touch of red on the logo. And listen, if you're rocking one of these dope apparel pieces, then you are basically telling the world that you support the movement. You have invested in some way, shape, form, or fashion, because the only way to get it is to invest. You know, this hoodie is amazing. I got one. I'm gonna have it on this weekend. I know it's gonna be a little warm, but it's supposed to rain on Friday, so we'll figure that piece out, man. But nevertheless, I want to give you guys last opportunity. So click the link if you want to grab you one of them. Go ahead and grab it. Listen, I don't have a flyer right now, but I'm gonna just say it. TD, this Friday we will be at Jasco from 2 to 4 doing a tasting, and we're gonna be at Cathead from 6 to 9 for the mixer. We're gonna have another mixer this weekend at Cathead. That's right, this Friday at Cathead from 6 to 9.
You have our dirt.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little something in there, man. You ought to bring something, bro.
Nah, man,
bring something other than your appetite, dog. I'm just messing with you.
Hey, what how Tyree did on Baby Boy? Mike, you bring me you try to get breaking something back.
Hey, no doubt, man. But listen, go to Point City Brewing, order that old-fashioned syrup and that margarita mix. We love it, man. But listen, let me say this, man, as we get ready, because we're going to get into some things. We're going to get D-Corsi up, talk about this amazing article that he wrote. But it's championship week, man. November 21st through the 23rd. Our brand ambassadors, led by Coach Marcus Herford, are heading down to Tallahassee. Well, I hope they get a locker room.
You like the hallway?
Shit, that's where they're gonna be. They're gonna be at the gym, so we might just get a little curve. They might get a little curve too, bro. Right, a little hallway with a couple chairs. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, man, listen. We're gonna November 21st, the first match. Look, we take on Texas Southern, bro. No, we take on Southern. I'm sorry, Texas Southern is number 6. So match number 1, Prairie View they won the regular season. Take on Florida A&M. Bethune-Cookman take on Alabama A&M. Jack State at 4 p.m. is going to take on Southern. All right. And then the match 4, Alabama State going to take on Texas Southern. Saturday, it's winner take all, bro. You lose or go home. That's how this works. Match number 5, winner of match 1 takes on the winner of match 2. And then you got the winner of match 3 takes on the winner of match 4. Tough, we ranked number 2. I mean, great positioning for us, bro. Let's go get it. Let's go get it, baby. You get what I'm saying? We looking for that championship tournament. That look, we got a really good team, man. We got a really good shot. Prairie View's tough, but we played them real close, and I think we're primed to take this one, bro. I got faith in our ladies, and we'll go from there. Say happy Founders Day. If any bros on here tonight, RQQ to the Qs. What up, Trent? That's on the Q log. I think I know that's in the chat. Any thoughts on this before we move on, TD?
I mean, go Tigers, man. I mean, no doubt. I mean, we believe in our athletes. We believe in our teams. And we trust our coaches. So, yeah, go down there and play your hearts out. I mean, they don't need to stop now. You're number 2. You can be number 1. Let's go down there and win that thing, man. No matter if they put you in the hallway or not, that's momentum.
There you go. Hey, man, shout out to this. Shout out to Mr. Miller, man. Hey, man, 2025 Grey Cup champions, Saskatchewan Rough Riders won the Grey Cup TD yesterday. Shout out to Albert Miller, man. Bro, Albert Miller Jr., man, doing his thing. Hey, listen, man, we proud of Albert, bro. This shit don't stop, baby.
That's right.
We winners, man, and his little bro is all little bro doing is leading the SWAC in rushing. That's all he doing. While splitting carries with 2 other backs. TD, I got a new nickname, by the way. I'm gonna come back to. But congratulations to brother Aubrey. I'm gonna let you speak on this, and then I'll come back to it. What I got to say. I got a new nickname for our running back room. I sure do.
I mean, so here's the thing, though, man. I mean, definitely congratulations to Aubrey. And for following his dream and his passion for one. You know what I'm saying? He never stopped loving Jack State. He never stopped being around. And to the point that his family is here. And they still support him, man. So when you look at this young man's journey, of course, he always wanted to land in the NFL. Right now, he was like, okay, that's not for me, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go over here and do this. He never wavered. He never quit. You know what I'm saying? Even he went through some tough time, but he never stopped. Now he's a champ. So congratulations to him. Much respect to he and his family. It's Miller time, baby. Everywhere. Everywhere is Miller time, Ken. Saskatchewan, Jackson, Memphis.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you said something then. You said something then. He said, call him Amtrak. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. I got one. I got an even better one for you. I got an even better. It just rolled off my tongue today. I was like, damn, that's dope. All right, we'll get it before we go. But listen, TD, I got a new nickname for his brother now.
For your brother name?
Ahmad. Look, Ahmad.
Yeah.
Denario Davenport.
Uh-huh.
That Audi TT.
Yeah.
I got a nickname for him, TD.
You dropping the top.
Hey, man, who did the Boom honor this weekend?
But it was, wait a minute. It was Whitney and FAMU. Oh, no, I didn't see the halftime show.
Oh, yeah, you make sense. Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby.
Okay.
I call them Earth, Wind, and Fire, man. And the running back. Oh, yeah. Who you think is Earth? Earth, Wind, and Fire, man.
Hold on. Davenport gotta be. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait.
Earth, Wind, Fire. Think about it. This ain't hard.
Got Miller, Travis.
Come on.
And Davenport.
There it is, right there. You see how I just rolled off your tongue? Earth is a mod, man. He give you that grit. He give you that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Get it out the mud, grind. Look. Ahmad don't even wear gloves, TD. He's just out there raw dogging the football. You see what I'm saying? He ain't trying to be cute. He ain't got no wristbands. He ain't got no tape on his finger. Just naked hand and football.
Old school.
Earth. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wind out of
rain.
That's out of TT, man. Drop the top. Wind blowing through your hair, man. Well, you see it.
Hey, especially when you take the braids out.
Come on now. No. Fire is DD, man. That's Denario Davenport, man. Spicy with it. You get what I'm saying? He can give you a little bit of everything. He gonna flip over you. He gonna put a little move on you. He look, man, I'm telling you,
He's
Earth, Wind,
gonna
and
break
Fire.
to the outside. He's gonna run over. Hey, you know, both of them ran over a couple linebackers. Well,
I'm just trying to tell you, man. I'm just trying to tell you that I wasn't thinking about it. I was on the phone with Doug. I said, man, we got a hell of a team. This is what we're talking about. I'm like, we dominated. First time in Jack State history on Saturday, Jack State had 3 running backs rush for 100 yards, TD. Has that ever been happening in Jack State history? Now, Delaware State did it earlier this year when they played Southern Connecticut State or something like that.
Okay.
Play a little D2 school, you know, not taking them from them. They I'm just saying. D1 versus D1. 3 schools. I know, I saw, you know, we saw what's out there. You know, people keep asking about the general. Is he coming back? Is he back? Is he what? Let me tell y'all something, man. Do y'all watch Jack State football? Do y'all watch Jack State football, or do y'all try to impose on Jack State football what y'all want Jack State football to be? TD, I don't talk emotion, I talk data, bro. Jackson State is a run-first football team. That's what we do. That's our identity. What do you think the percentage of run versus pass, TD, for Jack State for us, that football team? What do you think the percentage?
Yesterday it was extremely high. I mean, Saturday it was extremely high.
I understand. Based off the numbers, just like a wild guess, percentage-wise.
You mean just throughout the season? Throughout the season? Or you okay?
I can give you the numbers if you need them.
Nah, man, it's good. I'll say as of now, I'll say 70-30.
I said that too, TD. I went and looked at the stats. We are 65-35.
You know what? I was thinking that.
We 65-35. All right. All right, let's see. Ooh, see that what I like, Travis, man. By the way, shout out to Travis, man. Travis, Travis don't know I shouted him out this morning. I was talking to KT. I said, man, you know who Travis was on them folk behind. I ain't gonna cuss when I talk about Brother Jerome. Look, he was on. Look, HBCU go. Y'all gotta be better, bro. I'm gonna just leave it at that. They gotta be better. Gotta be better. Doing them old random breaks and shit. That we get a return over. We ready to run out on the field. They like, hold up. Like, it was so discombobulated, man. Travis was on them dudes, man. He was on their neck, bro. Like, holding them accountable. I loved it, bro. Because I was like, bro, it's like y'all just it's like y'all figuring it out as you go. You get what I'm saying? So, anyway, I just wanted to say that. But this is the point I'm making. 65-35 run pass. Last year we ran, I want to say 880, or I can tell you right now. I can go back to it. Hold on just a second. I can tell you right now. I want to say it was 880 plays we ran last year, TD. Yeah, we ran 880 plays last year. 571 of them were rushing. 309 were passed. So if you do the math on that, out of 880 plays, 571 of them were runs. That's 65%. TD. Look, this season alone, we've had 711 plays. 460 of that 711 has been with runs. It's 65-35 to the number, bro. This season too. Why am I saying that? People, because I'm going to get into this Bethune-Cookman game. I am. TD, I love that game. There was no moment in the game where I was nervous. I wasn't. People say, oh, you just saying that because y'all won. I'm telling y'all can sit there and talk to the people that were sitting there next to me. I was like, we're going to win this game. I have no problem. You know why? Because put some damn respect on Coach Quinn. Give Coach Quinn his respect, bro. What happened to that high-powered offense that's supposed to come to Jackson and score all over us, right? Right?
Well, they supposed to be doing that. What did they have in the playoffs missing?
Yeah, the player that they had missing was out there on the field playing on Saturday.
Ooh, speak. That was weird anyway, but go ahead.
I'm just saying, bro, like the point that I'm making, man, is that
I know what you're saying. Go ahead.
Bro, we found ourselves in it wasn't as people think the game was close. We actually dominated them. Here's what happened. And we'll get into the refs. The refs were atrocious, bro. And I put this out there. I said a lot of things on Twitter yesterday. I personally feel, and you can take it how you want to take it. I personally feel like them dudes were either gambling or or the fix was in to keep that game close. Because everybody was going on there showing and bro, I can see your screen, bro. Do your thing. You watch. What's the score of the game,
bro? Bad. Hold up. 33-16.
Who winning?
You asked me that question?
I ain't watching the game. I ain't looked at no highlights of it. Who winning?
Dallas.
Oh, cool. Good. Go Cowboys.
Man, stop.
I will never root for the Raiders again, bro, until they get a quarterback that I like. I'd rather go there. But here's what I want to say, man. Like again, the point that I'm making, bro, is that the back end is now matching the box. No, I love the game, bro, not to get too far into it, but I did love the game, and I think most people felt like it was some we had some missed opportunities, and I'm gonna say this: the kick return. Shout out to my man, the man who played the play. Did you watch the replay of the game? Did you go back and watch it? You watched the full game?
I didn't get a chance to watch. I tried to, but again, it was HBCU Go.
Oh well, I'm thinking they got some platforms that's on YouTube.
Oh yeah. I said some highlights. Yeah, go.
So on the kick return,
mm-hmm.
On the kick return, it was a hold in the middle of the field. Young man was literally holding the jersey, pulling him back, and he was trying to turn, bro. He's trying to turn, and the dude pulling the jersey, and it literally happened right in front of the referee. It was several egregious calls that was missed.
By 5 yards away?
Man, it was several egregious calls that was missed, man. They Bethune-Cookman got their first penalty in the third quarter. So what I'm saying is if they call the penalty, that touchdown comes back. If they call the hold right before the half, that 3 points ain't even there because obviously they not. I think we really could have held them to 3 points, if not better than that. We could have scored. Now, I'm not going to excuse the turnover in the red zone. We missed the field goal. That's 10 points we left on the board. That's on us. You know what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, but it was bad, bro. It was pretty bad. They got 2 penalties called on them the whole game. But we'll get into that in a minute. We'll get into that because I want to touch on that game when DCORC coming up. But I'll start it here, bro. As we get ready to go into these rankings, shout out to the FCS guys, Stats Performance, who always does a really good job of ranking top 25 FCS. Jack State moved up to number 20. We moved up to number 20 in according to Stats Perform. Top 25 poll for week 12. The coaches poll we moved up to. We ranked 15th. I like the way we trending. If you listen to HBCU sports media, you would think Jack State was having a down year. You'd think we would. Contrary to popular belief, bro, we really right on track and right on par with where we were last year. The only difference between this year and last year is we playing one less game.
Maybe the expectations, maybe not mean their expectations. Their expectations high. You're looking at
their expectations
high power offense, all that stuff. So maybe that's what it is. You think?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. But we moved up. 15. Now, it was I do want to shout out HBCU Sports. Shout them out, man. I know they had the little funny headline when they talked about us beating Bethune-Cookman, but at least they got it right, ranking us number 1 in FC. Now, listen, man, North Carolina Central is out of that thing, bro. South Carolina State beat them. So it looks like Delaware State, South Carolina State this weekend is going to be the MEAC Championship. The winner of that game goes to the Celebration Bowl. Carol, how you doing, sis? How you doing? That's a good question. Do you want to answer that?
No, I don't have an answer for that. I don't know what's inside of their mind. There's only a few of them that I, you know what I'm saying, I stroll through every now and again just to try to see what some of the things are being said. But I don't know.
Hey, well, I tell you what, man. We are proud of some of our. We had a couple of players in the week, man. Shout out to Kai Collins, a specialist. Kai got out there and was punting, man. 4 punts, 150 yards, average 37.5. He had some really good punts, man. Really was pinning them in field goal and putting them in bad field position, I'd say. He did a really good job this week, man. So congratulations to Kai. I know he's been chomping at the bit, like Coach say, to get out there on the field and get his reps in and get his game. And he had a good game, bro. Listen, man, there's 3 phases to football. Offense, defense, special teams, right? Yeah. There's so many ways to win a game, just like there's so many ways to lose a game. We found a way to win the game. We played tough defense. We ran the hell out of the football. We persevered and we overcame the adversity of the referees that were flat out cheating. Flat out cheating. Please take bro advice. There you go. That's it. Just that simple. Thoughts on Kai before we move on to our next player of the week?
Nah, man, I'm happy we were able to get the ball downfield. You know what I'm saying? Without putting, I mean, you some people might not understand the importance of flipping the field and what it means to flip the field. Sometimes as fans, let me say that. Sometimes as fans, we want the coaches to go for it on 4th down when the ball maybe on the 35 or the 40-yard line or something like that. But if you have a really good punter that can flip the field, which simply means they can punt the ball without it going into the end zone, and therefore we can pin them inside of the 10, the 5-yard line, and that way you can play defense. Now you got a chance of either sacking other team, getting a turnover, or getting a safety, or make them punt back to us, and then we get the ball even farther inside of their territory. So congratulations to Kai. I mean, that's what you want from a punter, you know, to flip the field. And we got to give proper to do. Matt Noel did it the best for us in the last few years. And actually, Donovan didn't do too bad. You know, when he had his chance, he has just a little longer delivery. When it comes down to punting, a lot of time he'll kick it in it'll go out of bounds right before he get into the end zone. You know, if he have the adequate amount of time to punt the ball, he can do it. I mean, he do it real good. Other than that, man, for Kai, first time that I'm seeing him punt or looking at these numbers, he's doing good too. You always want to flip the field. Tiger Nation, we don't always want to go for it on 4th down. I be saying go for it too, but I understand the flipping of the field.
Yeah, it is definitely an art to it. I saw something with that, bro, but it ain't for us to, you know, they can let me know if they talk about it on their platform. Just not really interested in it. I'm not sure what the dialogue is, but I'm just kind of I'm in my little JSU silo right now. If it ain't JSU related, I ain't really paying no attention to it. Really, that's messed up though. You know, that is messed up. Hopefully, it was met with swift repercussions, just like the Texas A&M. I didn't see it though. I don't watch that type of stuff though, man. I try not to. I can't look at that stuff. I'd be mad all day. But that sucks. Next up, man, Mr. Washington, man, brand ambassador. Not only is he SWAC Defensive Player of the Week, TD, but he was Player of the Week for the Celebration Bowl. They must want Jack State back in Atlanta. Just saying. Shout out to BJ, man. Hell of a game for BJ, man. Quick reaction. pick six, took it to the house. See ball, get ball, score. I call ball game. I like what he said, man. That's a Madison Central Jaguar right there, TD. That's a Madison Central Jaguar. That's the only Jaguar we'll give some shine to. It's a Madison Central Jaguar. That's a Tiger right now. That's outside of that, baby. Thoughts on BJ, man, before we move on?
I definitely have some thoughts on BJ. First of all, man, let me because after I jotted down my thoughts, I went and watched the press conference because Taylor stole my thunder. But anyway, nevertheless, this is I'm just going to repeat because this is what I was thinking. I was extremely happy for BJ to get that pick six, because the last time I remember him really playing is extremely well was against Southern year before last. I think Coach Taylor first year, and then unfortunately he ended up suffering that injury at UAPB, and he's been on the recovery road ever since. Although he's been having a solid season, this right here, did a little more solidifying and bringing back out that old, like you said, Jaguar playing BJ that we know of, the ball hog BJ, because he was picking some balls off his first year. And to see him get that interception and take it to the house, man, it was it made me feel good, because BJ is a good kid. He one of those kids that just show up and play. You don't ever hear anything about him either. He just ball, So congratulations to BJ for getting that pick six, game changer. So defensive player of the week, very well deserving. When you talk about player of the game and the person that changed the game, most valuable player, they're right there, stop their drive from possibly getting a touchdown and maybe scoring a 2-point version and tying it up. He ended that with that pick six. So congratulations to BJ. Well deserved.
Very well said. I really enjoyed that game, bro. I know a lot of people was like, oh man, I was stressing. Man, that was look, man, I like defensive struggles sometimes, bro. I thought last year Alabama State, when we won 16-10. See, TD, it's not a matter of it's not a matter of.
So it's saying it's different levels to it. I mean,
so let me give you an example. 2010. Everybody goes back to that game. But do you know the thing that's not talked about in that game is how horrible both defenses were in that last quarter. They were horrible. One play, slant, missed tackle, run up the sideline, touchdown. Quay Cox misses the tackle. Touchdown Southern. You talking about, oh, boy, we came back. Terrio scored a touchdown. They were cheeks on defense, and so were we. We just, whoever had the ball last win. We love that type of stuff. But Lord have mercy, boy, please don't let us sit up here and go back and forth. And they stop us, and then we stop them, and they stop us, then we score. We don't like defensive struggle. We don't mind bombs over back there. You score, I score. We did that against Alabama State.
I mean, most football fans, they kind of like that.
Listen, man, well, a lot of people like scoring, but I like wins more than I like sexy stuff. I don't care about that. I just want to win the game. Ask me on Saturday. I said, bro, I don't give a damn if we win by 1 or 2. I don't care. I just want to win. When we win, I'm good.
Just make sure you take your blood pressure medicine before you do that. Before you come out to the game, man. Make sure you know.
Man, if that's how you feel, like I enjoy the game. I'm in the thick of it. I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at the score. I'm like, okay, all right. What was it? 7, whatever the score was. We were down. They closed it. It was 14-13. I said, yeah, we finna score. I said, we're gonna score. I said, we probably gonna win the game by 28-13. I said that to myself. Probably about 28-13. I said, we're gonna score right here. Then we're gonna go about 8. And I said, we probably get the ball back again. We'll score and we'll create some separation. And bro, I don't care about no score prediction being right. I just want Jack State to win. Get what, TD? Jack State wins the game. Let me remind y'all of something. Y'all remember we lost to Grambling? Remember how we felt? We got to go to Tallahassee. Yeah, boy, Valley gonna play us hard. Oh Lord, we got to get Bethune-Cookman. They got that high-power defense, that high-power offense. 3 weeks later, bro, win. All with a true freshman starting at quarterback. Dominated on run, dominant defense. Dominating on the ground, dominant defense. Dominating on the ground, dominant defense. And somehow from that, oh, Lord, they got to get their quarterback back. Oh, what is Weeds going to do? Oh, they barely squeaked by. We won. Championship teams find ways to win, baby. Now, I'm not saying that you wrong for saying we got to clean this up. We got to clean it up. But I'm trying to tell y'all that some of the outcome of that game was dictated by the stripes. I'm just telling y'all. We touched on that. I'm not letting that go. We're not sweeping that under the rug. Talking about, yeah, shout out to the team for keeping their composure and not being undisciplined, TD, because we like to talk about when we ain't disciplined. We showed discipline in that game. We were getting fouled. They were hitting us while we were down. They were yanking our face masks. I saw a dude in the pile, bro, hit a forearm upside him, and that's when I jumped up. I'm telling the sides, I said, man, you didn't just see that shit? How you didn't see that? He just hit the dude in the head. Amar Miller getting ready to go down. The dude ain't even going for the tackle. He just drills him in the head. Targeting, nothing. Nothing. Our players didn't lose their composure. Guess why? Because coach said what? We got something to play for. They could go home. I'm just telling you, same thing on Saturday. And let me tell you why let me tell you one thing that I absolutely love that Coach T.C. Taylor does. TD, we win, go to the band. I'll shake hands with the coach. Y'all go to the band. We're not taking no chances of no fights. We're not taking no chances of no scuffles. None of that. Because we already know what it is, huh?
It's called experience, man.
Called situation awareness.
That's right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Experience, been there, done that. You tried it last year, you got into a brawl, which brings me to the point. I was still trying to figure out how certain players were playing in that game for Alabama.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna say something, bro. The SWAC, look, that's some bull junk, bro. That's bullshit. I'm serious, bro. Like, how do you come out and say 27 players suspended? Bethune-Cookman said, so you think. So all of a sudden before kickoff, they said, I guess HBCU go put out a whatchamacallit that a few of the players were half. How do you have a half game suspension? And you ain't gonna you ain't gonna convince me, TD, that number 11 deserved a half game. If that was a textbook case for suspension for fighting, bro was out there MMA.
It should have been him in 72 for sure. Him 72 and 24. Well, I don't even think he played.
Tank, you see what I'm saying? Bro, announcer got 2 games for saying that the honeybees were face of Ozempic. And Joker's out there fighting on the field, got a half a game. And then this is what's crazy about the young man. Not only was number 11 playing, he got in the game, the helmet come off, he's standing over players, and he's still with the shit. But he's still with it.
Right. Now, hey, let me ask something. How many players got suspended against Alabama State last year?
See, I'm saying, Blue, I don't care. I didn't care that he played. I was just trying to get some clarity on what happened. Like, I thought I was so confused, and then somebody said, bro, ain't that number 11? I said, that's your lid. What the hell are they doing on the field? I said, what they just, I guess Bethune-Cookman was just like, man, we need him, bro. Hey, come on anyway.
Okay, that's the rule. So let me ask you this. So our player got suspended for fighting against Alabama.
No, that ain't what they said. That's not what they said. Did they say that in the announcement that they announced 27 players? That's you talking about a no. That's not that rule don't apply to that, Jimmy.
That's for targeting.
That's a targeting rule. Not a suspension for fighting and a $25,000 fine.
Right.
No. Man, out here playing illegal players. Some SWAC got to say something about that, bro.
No. For real though, how many players we got suspended against Alabama State? And they didn't even dress out against Alcorn.
9, I think 9 or 13. I think it was like 9.
I do remember.
I think it was 9.
I do remember for sure.
Grambling upheld their suspensions and lost to Alcorn. Grambling 18 players short. And Bethune was like, Bethune said, they were like, we private. We're a private school, TD. Those rules don't apply. We got private school waivers. That's crazy, bro. I don't know, man. I can't make no sense out of it. They said the one. He said it was a different number 11, huh? That's what he going with.
Well, he said no. He says 11 on offense, and there was 11 on the defense. The 11 on defense didn't play till the second half.
11 on defense is the one that was out there throwing haymakers, man. It's like some Jagged 11. Anyway, that don't make no difference. They ain't gonna be at home. They'll be at home after next week anyway. They'll figure it out. They can go take all the off season. Matter of fact, Bethune-Cookman gonna get ready for basketball season. Reggie Theus, he over there. You know, they got a really good basketball team. They training to be number one team in the conference. So y'all got something to play for. I mean, y'all got something to look forward to. Some of these other schools, they're gonna be sorry in basketball just like they are in football.
Hey, Ken, I have to look, man. I heard a couple of things on the coach's call that was funny to me because I
tell me what happened. I only watched Coach Taylor.
So, Coach Jackson said that dude be having some bars, man. He said that his neighbor asked him was he going to sit some of his players, in the next game. Since they already clinched the division. Coach Jackson said he and his neighbors not friends anymore. Because he asked him that question. He said, "Man, we don't sit players over here." He said, "That ain't what we do." He said, "I don't understand that."
You know what I got for that. Let's get all corn. Let's get all corn this weekend.
Let's get them.
That's my response to that. That's all I got. Let's get all corn this weekend. And
that man said he ain't friend with his neighbor because he asked him was he gonna sit some players. That man is different.
Yeah, it be. Well, some of these coaches, they ain't got to worry about it. Did they last call? Some of them ain't gonna be on the call next year. We're gonna see some different faces. I'm just saying, you get one more call and it's over with. But listen, man, how many did we get right? I had Prairie View whooping up UAPB. I had Texas Southern beating Southern. I had FAMU beating Alabama A&M. Alabama State beating Valley. I had Alcorn beating Grambling. And I had Jack State beating Bethune-Cookman. Hey, look, man, we got them all right.
We got them all right.
Yeah, we got them all right. It pretty much went how we thought it would go. But I ain't talking about them other schools. We're going to talk about this other thing. But listen, man, before we even get into all that, D-Corey, man, he dropped an article this morning, man, and I appreciate him. We're gonna go ahead and summons the writer of this amazing article, man. Get him up on the screen and get his thoughts on just kind of what's been happening in this HBCU airway. One of the things, let me qualify myself before I go. Corey, mass comm, worked in been a sports reporter, a writer, man, for quite some time, man. And so I always lean on him a lot of times when it comes to like media etiquette and different things, like when it comes to stuff like that, I have to check my emotions and be like, bro, am I tripping, bro? Or is this like, you know what I mean? And I told him this morning, Brother C. Lee, that I'm pretty sure you'd appreciate that when I said, Brother C. Lee, he's a writer, man, and he loves stuff like that, man. But no, man, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring up D-Corey C and get him on the platform, man, and see what he got to say, man. I know we've been cutting up tonight. Pardon me. Sorry. Sadi, not Sadi. But there he is. What's up, brother? You on mute. What it do, babe?
I did that in honor of TD. Came in on mute.
Hey, man, don't come in here like that, babe. D-Corey C. What up, man?
What up?
Brother,
how you got it, man. How you
KC1400, man. It's good to be. I'm glad y'all let me come back.
Man, you always welcome to come up here, man. You just busy, bro. You be busy.
Right, man.
And the Lakers ain't playing till tomorrow night.
You already know. If the Lakers playing,
If
it's
the
a
Lakers
wrap.
playing, do not call Corey for nothing.
Jackson State or the Lakers, it's the same. Don't bother me.
Over with. Hey man,
up,
I know, man. It's been kind of unscripted tonight, man. Just kind of shooting from the hip, and you know we talk, bro. Just give me your thoughts, man. And I know you've been listening, and we'll get caught up. We'll get to the article in a minute, but what's been going on, bro?
Man, just soaking it all in, man. Being a fan, actually, it's good to be a fan of KC1400, keeping up with Jackson State through the lens of a fan. So I appreciate what you guys do. What up, Travis? I see you.
Hey, man. Hey, you didn't hold up to the end of your bargain either, man. I just wanted you to know that.
What's that?
He said he was gonna bring him. I didn't ask him for it.
Bring what?
If he bring him, I'll eat him. What are you talking about?
He wanted Travis to bring
he's talking about TD.
Chocolate covered nuts.
Hey man, they're almonds, man.
Bro, it's not an almond a nut.
I mean,
it's not
not in that tone though.
Well, according to the way you eat the mugs,
almonds are healthy for you, especially when they covered in
dark.
Hey man, listen.
Man, get on, man.
Oh wow.
That be Travis Jerome starting stuff.
So almonds ain't nuts, bro.
I didn't say they wouldn't. They just not pronounced. They're almonds. You know, like you have pecans or pecans, pecan.
All three.
Am I in the right place? Look at these comments, man. Am I in the right place?
Hey
man,
is this normal?
You stay out the dark, baby.
Hey man, listen, it's Soul Bowl week, man. We letting it all hang out, bro. We at the tail end of the regular season, right? You know, and we letting it all hang out, bro. But now, man, let me ask you this, bro. Since I get to do the interview in this time, man, what went into? Give us the thought process behind writing this article, man. This is kind of a new thing for you, bro. I always enjoy it. And then first of all, man, hell of a job, bro, on the all the interviews you've been putting out. You've been dropping some smoke. You know what I'm saying? And this right here was just some lava. It's fresh off the press. But give us your thought process behind this, bro, because this is masterful in my opinion.
So this goes back to why we started Tiger Talk to begin with, almost 6 years ago, and why platforms like this one, KC1400, grew out of that. It was to control our own narrative and tell our own story the way we wanted to be told. Because too often when it's told by outsiders, it's told incorrectly. I'll put it nicely. It's told incorrectly, right? It's slanted, it's biased, biased rarely in our favor. It's disrespectful and so on. But the beauty of having your own platform and your own voice is you can fight back, right? You can tell your own story. So you're not going to discredit us. You're not going to dismiss us. You're not going to minimize our value. You're not going to minimize our accomplishments, our worth based on your bias or your emotion or your flat out hate. So if you're dismissive of us, if your dismissiveness of us is fact based, okay. But if not, we're going to respond. And when we respond, we're not going to come with emotion in our response. We're going to come with hardcore facts to set the record straight. So that's what I did. But the thing is, this article, it wasn't really about the rankings of the polls. It's bigger than that because let's be honest, those polls, they're so insignificant. Like they mean nothing. It's really for fun. Like I laugh at them. Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect anything. Now, back in the day, and I touched on this in the article, back in the day, the polls mattered because it determined who won the national championship before there was a celebration bowl. But now it's just for fun. Like people are not going to remember these polls 3 weeks from now. Who cares? So when somebody places us number one, number two, whatever. Right. But so me writing this article wasn't really about the polls. It was a bigger picture. Again, it's just to say, hey, when you discredit us, we're going to come back at you, but we're going to come with the facts.
Thank you for bringing that up, Corey. I appreciate that because I was feeling the same way. I'm like, I don't care about those polls like that. That's fuel to the fire, bulletin board material.
And you know what? And that's why there's a Ken and there's a TD and there's a Corey. I do care. There's a different dynamic that creates a balance. And I don't like it. Right? I think it's intentional. It's rage bait. It's a lot of things. And being in the media now, I think there's a level of accountability. And no one ever says anything when I say something because it's bullshit. And I'm just saying, I'm saying I made it my business now. If I see it, I'm gonna say something and respond to it. Because again, in good conscience, and you said it in the article, there's no way it's no way, there is no pathway that if the roles were reversed, you would put Jack State ahead of Alabama.
No
State.
chance.
No chance. I agree.
So why? And it's some very. Let me say this too. First of all, I respect all of these media partners in the HBCU space. It's never personal. I have the utmost respect for those that do the work. I'm just saying when it comes to this individual particular item, I don't respect that because I know what's behind that. And I you can't convince me that I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, for example, I think we dropped on one poll down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Now that's just
it's like, come on, man. What are we doing?
I mean, we definitely know what that is, but the reason I say Ken, it don't really get to me.
In grand scheme, it don't. But everybody's going to be represented. There are some Jack State fans that give a damn because you probably don't care, TD, because you're not on Twitter and you're not actively engaged.
That's what it is, yeah.
With folks the way I am. You see what I'm saying? But I have 15,000 follower page on Twitter, and I actively tweet, and I control both of the platforms and heavily in social media. So of course, some of the stuff I'm gonna see now, I do try to filter what I see, right? I do, I really do. I try not to touch some of that stuff. If it's something that I think is just bullshit, I'll just mute it, unfollow, and just move on. But what I'm saying is for those that are in the trenches, that are out there, that are vocal, and that that's an element within our base. And then there are some that just don't give a damn. They see it, they don't care, it don't mean nothing to them. That's all a part of the I love balance. But I just want to clarify that. But go ahead.
So Ken, let me ask you this: How does that Frank Milton's thing? How does that affect the bottom line? Because what's happening and what Coach Taylor and his staff and those players is doing on the field. Those polls now, if it was a thing that Corey was talking about back in the day, when like I said, that's bulletin board material.
That's my point.
So give more of that. So hey, we have more reason to go out there and kick your butt.
I'm not telling them to stop doing it. I want people to understand. Corey, you follow me? I'm not saying don't do it. I'm only going there because you put it out there, you made it public. I can respond to it.
Right.
If you don't think that the stuff that comes out of our mouth is followed by the folks in Tigerland, you sadly mistaken. So sometimes I would, and I even put a tweet out there, TD. I said, I'm gonna see how far my voice can travel. Some stuff I'm gonna speak to just because I want it to be seen. I'm basically saying, I hope y'all see this. I find it disrespectful. If I'm in that locker room, I'm like, no, it's all bulletin board material. Mm-hmm. Look, I know folk think I'm a LeBron fan. I love LeBron. I was an MJ fan long before I ever became a LeBron fan. MJ found the smallest little thing
motivated.
The motivated.
Kobe.
That's just I come from that world. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, go ahead. Go ahead, Corey. He's back on you.
No, MJ, Kobe as well. They would find, they would make stuff up. There were stories of them making stuff up. Making up stories to motivate them. But no, this will also make the fraudsters on Twitter, people who are creating these polls erroneously, it'll make them level up because the thing about social media, you can just put stuff out there and not get much backlash. You may get a few comments here and there, a few people retweeting, but it's no pressure. But when you come with something like what I came with, it's a little bit more pressure on you. Because I know some of them read it. So now they're like, whoa, he put some fire on me, right? Right? He shined that mirror. Or he's holding up that mirror. So this will make them level up as well. No, you can't just put nonsense out there and not have any repercussions.
It's very Clarion Ledger-ish, bro. It's the same thing. It's It's different though because it's coming in the form of those that are in this media space, the HBCU media space. And what's so crazy about it, Corey, like you kind of alluded, shout out to Blue in the chat, Brother Zach McKinnell. For those who don't know, he just commented.
Shout out to Blue, man. Appreciate you, bro.
But again, we had a poll up. And like I said, it in the end, it don't really mean anything. You got to win. We win, we lose. Listen, we lose Saturday. Poll don't matter. They be like they feel justified. We win. It doesn't matter if they rank Alabama. They can rank Alabama State first, and Corey put that in the actual article. Look, we'll go to it real quick, and we'll kind of touch on that, man. You can definitely speak to some of the stuff that you said, and I'm just gonna let it play. And if you see something you want to highlight, but I just thought the breakdown of this thing was pretty dope, man. You know, you said, is it victim? Are we a victim of voter fatigue, bias, or disrespect?
So pause it right there. Pause it right there and go back.
All right.
To the title. So I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
Right. I'm leaving it up to you to decide. I'm asking the question. I'm putting the facts out there, and I'm letting you decide. I'm not going against them and say, "Oh, your poll is wrong."
Yeah.
I'm questioning it though. Right. You got to give me some answers. Like you got to explain why. Don't just put them number one and not give me an explanation. If they can give us an explanation, that'd be great. Like if any of them want to come up on the show and let's talk about it, I change my mind. But based on the facts that I've looked up, I don't see it. But again, I'm leaving this up to the viewer and the reader to determine.
I mean, I can see that because there are teams that have dynasties that I'm sick of, like Boston,
Kansas
City, you know, and then I mean, Patrick Mahomes pretty cool, so I don't trip on him too much. But New England was the biggest one for me. 49ers at one point in time when they shut out the court. But when they're doing their thing, I'm like, come on, man. Dallas, when they were doing their thing back in the 90s, I'm like, somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is right. Your question is legit. You know, is it fatigue, you know, or disrespect? So at times I get tired of seeing those same teams showing up. And I'm like, go ahead.
Here's the problem with that. As a fan, that's fine. Like you, as a fan, you should be tired of seeing the same old team, especially if it's not your team.
Right.
But media is different, right? Media, you should be professional and you should be impartial and unbiased. So here's the problem. Here's the problem, though. Watch this. Here's the problem. This is where the lines get blurred.
Okay.
The media nowadays is just John Doe. All of a sudden, I'm gonna. Hey, no disrespect to anybody who has a podcast, because I'm the same. I'm just a fan who started a podcast, Ken as well. But it's just a fan who became media because they're on the internet, on YouTube now. But are they truly? There's only a select few people who were just fans who started a YouTube channel and they're media and they're like true media and they can remove the fandom. Does that make sense? So if you're a person who's going to create these polls, like you got to be neutral and impartial. You can't be a fan of a certain school or biased against another school. Like I'll shout out BJ Jones. He's a super like Southern, right? Fan, Southern Jaguar. But if you look at what he puts out, because he does his polls, he doesn't hold his, obviously his hate for Jackson State. You won't know that by his tweet, like when he's creating the polls and things like that. I respect that because I know deep down it has to kill him to say, "Hey, Jackson State is the number one HBCU team." It has to. So he has to decide: is he going to be a Southern fan or is he going to be a respected member of the media?
I think if you want to, I think Wayne Cartwright does an excellent job of doing it.
He's another one.
I think Cartwright. I think he does an excellent job of being honest and not be biased.
There's a lot of them. Like there's also like Wayne that does a good job of that.
But see, this is why I started Tiger Talk, which covers Jackson State, instead of starting an HBCU media platform, because I'm a Jackson State fan, right? That's what I want to talk about, right? That's what I want to big up. So I can come on a Jackson State podcast and be slightly biased because, hey, this is a Jackson State platform. We're pro Jackson State, right?
Makes sense.
But you see what I'm saying? So again, that's the difference between traditional media
but you know what, Corey? I disqualify myself often because that's why I don't want to do HBCU media. I'm just not interested in the other schools.
The interest too,
interest is not there. And it's not going to be fueled with the same passion. I'm of the mindset this is more like a specialist. I'm not a, you have doctors who just, general practice, they do general medicine. They kind of touch on everything. And then you have specialists. Specialists could be a foot doctor. I'm just here to fix your bunions or whatever. I can be a nose, throat, ears. I could be an eye doctor. I can be a whatever. So a heart specialist, that's what a Tiger Talk or a KC1400 media.
I mean, you frozen.
Who froze?
You back, Ken?
I'm here.
I thought it was me. Okay.
It was all of us.
Okay.
All of us.
Okay. So it was just for a second.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, bro.
Ahead,
hey, listen. I'm watching the chat, man. I'm being real when I say this, man. I don't care nothing about that kumbaya shit tonight, bro. It's Tiger Talk. I ain't for all that old fake HBCU unity stuff, bro. It's not. It's fake. It is. I'm just saying that. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm not really interested in that, bro. I'm just saying. It's all fake, So enjoy from the outside, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. I told y'all, take it how you want to take it. I'm not trying to hear it. I don't come in. I don't want to hear nothing. We keep going, Corey.
No, that's it. That's it. You were going. You were talking before you cut off.
I want those who are here for the Jackson State Tiger content to stay locked in on the conversation. We ain't taking the conversation no other way. We're not going down the road with that. I'm serious. I don't care anymore, bro, because it's all fake. Corey, I'm glad you mentioned what you said. It's not just a regular person in this particular instance. It's not just a regular person on the internet, on their platform, talking about what they think. These are HBCU outlets that want to be respected as media. These are the guys and gals that apply for credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Where you lose me is when you start blurring the lines with personal.
Exactly.
I'm not finna make no HBCU poll because I don't care to even look at it. It's gonna be. That's why I said I respect, the Blues of the world and Wayne's and everybody who does HBCU sports, everybody that does HBCU sports media. I respect the work that they do because you got to follow everybody in order to talk about it.
Right.
I'm following none of them. I'm gonna follow us and talk about us. That's all I'm here for. That's it. I'm just saying. So when you start putting out there publicly, the reason I say something, TD, is because sometimes a lie that goes unaddressed starts to look like the truth, man. So people start to putting that stuff out there, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna keep putting it out there. I'm gonna keep putting it out there. I'm gonna keep saying that. And then, like my brother who put it out there talks about his shit. We got to stop with the shenanigans because Alabama State is not ranked in this particular poll. So at top, he was like, how is it that Alabama State isn't ranked in the top 25 FCS poll?
But that's shenanigans.
You ranked Alabama State ahead of Jackson State in your poll, and Jackson State beat Alabama State. I have zero respect for that. I did everything else after that. Let me say this, man. Let me say this. If you are dealing with someone, I remember David Banner had a quote recently. I'm just saying, I ain't gonna go down that road. If you're dealing with someone, TD, and you getting ready to sit down and talk to this person about investing your money,
okay,
and you find out that this joker is a jackleg, one character flaw, you're gonna back away from him. You're gonna be like, no, because why, man? That one instance kind of discredits everything, bro.
Everything else, yeah.
Right. It just discredits everything. It taints it. So all I'm saying is that if we want to be respected, man, take the emotions out of the collective polls or whatever you putting out there and call it according to the data. Now, if you want to make it opinion based, cool. Just put up a poll and ask everybody what they think.
Or just say that here's my opinion, but don't make it a poll with 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm just saying, and I'm saying there's a more sinister intent behind that poll. That's all I'm saying. That's why I say what I said. And if you don't like the way I am, this is what I'm saying. This version of me is birthed out of that. That's all I'm saying. No respect for it. I don't care who platform it is. You're not gonna respect me if I'm sitting. I'm telling you where I'm coming from. Now I'm gonna call it like it is. If we suck in a certain area, I'm just say we suck. We lost. It is what it is. But I'm just here to talk about that. All right, let's keep it going, man. I'm gonna press play, Corey, if you don't mind, bro. Let me know if you want to stop something else. I think it's bias and I think it's disrespect. That's what I think.
It's voter fatigue too.
You think so? Okay, but somehow you get leapfrogged
because in the midst of a potential dynasty, especially if you go back. Now I know we didn't win the Celebration Bowl 2 years. So when I say dynasty, we can talk about a SWAC dynasty and we can talk about a HBCU dynasty. So from a SWAC dynasty, I would say 3 out of 4. I'm pretty sure that qualifies. Well, that definitely qualifies, right? So when we're in the midst of a dynasty, and especially when Prime left and everybody thought we were going to fall off, and then we went 7-4 in year 1, and then we bounced back last year. So a lot of people look at it as this may be no end in sight and nobody can touch us. So when they see a team that's even close to us, like let's give Alabama State credit. They're close. Like they play this stuff on the field. Like you look at the records. They're close. They're close. So when you see a team that close to us, you say as a voter, you may say, you know what, this is my one and only chance. This may be my one and only chance in the near future to vote somebody else instead of Jackson State. So let me go ahead and vote Alabama State number 1 right now because I may not get another chance again in the future, right? So if it's so we got to be way better than them. Way better than them. It's got to be just no doubt, no room for debate in order for them to make us number 1. But if it's close, if they can even have a little bit of an argument, well, the records are the same, and go down the list of why they think it's close, they're going to give Alabama State or whoever this team may be the benefit of the doubt. And that's
so that Grambling law gave them ammunition.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It gave them a reason to be able to what they could potentially justify.
Like
why they could potentially justify. But again, here's the problem. Here's what the conundrum that they're going to run into, and we'll get to it in the article. When Jackson State wins Saturday and Alabama State wins, if you have them number 1, how can you justify making them number 2 now? Because their season, they have to be number 2 because we're in the SWAC championship game. Forget if we win the SWAC championship game. I'm talking about next week leading up to the SWAC championship game, right? When Alabama State is at home and Jackson State is still playing. If you had Alabama State ahead of us prior to that and both teams win, right? And you put out a poll with it. You either got to put out a poll with Alabama State still number 1, which is going to be stupid because they're at home and we're playing for the SWAC championship, right? So you're not credible, or you got to flip it. So when you flip it, I'm going to comment on your post and say, hey, Alabama State didn't lose. Last week they were number 1. How are they number 2 now? What happened?
And the records hadn't changed.
The records hadn't changed.
Right.
How did they go from 1 to 2 and they kept winning?
Great points, bro.
So when they vote with this fatigue, they're not thinking ahead. They're just in the moment. Again, it's emotion. Let me go ahead and make Alabama State number 1.
I don't watch. I just see
that's the whole point.
I just see the poll. So I don't know what are the metrics that we're looking at. And when did metrics become greater than the damn game being played on the field? That's the question I have. That there are no metrics when it comes to that. The objective is to get on the field and play each other. And when Alabama State and Jackson State was at their best, full strength.
Especially with both teams having one SWAC loss. Now, if Jackson State had lost to FAMU or whoever else, then okay, Alabama State's number 1. No question.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, that's what I was talking about, bias against the dynasty.
All right, so let's get into the Jackson State resume. We just trying to touch on that. I'm gonna let this play through. You can tell me to stop whenever you want to. You just said
break it down. Again, I'm fact based. I don't operate off emotion or opinion. I'm just strictly here are the facts, right? If the facts work in Jackson State's favor, great. If they don't, it is what it is. I can't argue with the fact. It's facts over feelings on my end. That's my motto. Facts over feelings.
Yeah.
So I want to put the resumes side by side.
And you know what? I love that, because here's the thing. When you start letting feelings trump facts, that's when our feelings get involved in it. And now it's feelings versus feelings.
And I wrote this with the hope that somebody, one of those polls who has Alabama State #1, they will respond. Like, I'm waiting to hear. I welcome a conversation. Like, comment on the post, reach out to me. You come up on the stream now. I want to hear from you, because I put it out here. I want to hear what your response or your rebuttal is to the facts. Because if you have some facts that I didn't include, and that's why I got Blue. And you can ask Blue. When I reached out to Blue, I didn't lead him as far as the direction I wanted him to go. I asked him a simple question: who do you have #1? Why do you have a #1? That's it. And I said, whoever you have #1, is it even close? And you'll see his quote.
Hey, stop it right there, Ken. So Corey, go back to let's go back to the FBS games. You know what I'm saying? You want to elaborate on that a little more? I mean, far as where you is, I'm standing right now.
Well, and I didn't even thank you, TD.
Yeah, I thought about that too, TD, but I noticed
I didn't even bother to put it in there. I thought about it, but I literally had it in there, but I just took it out. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
it doesn't matter. But I get what you're saying. Now we're talking about, if you're really just getting deep, we're talking about the team that we lost to compared to the team that they lost to. Yeah, they're both G5, and yeah, we both played them competitively, but we played a much tougher team. But I didn't want to go that deep, because the Alabama State fan will say, well, we only lost by 10 and y'all lost by 18. So forget all that. Let's just stick with the basics. I'm not going back and forth with you. Like, who was on the sideline Saturday? Living my best life.
Duval.
What was this song?
I've been going back and forth with you.
I was on that type of time when I wrote it. Just got through kicking it with Lil Duval, so I was on that type of time. I ain't going back and forth with you. We keep it as simple.
All right, man. So it said so 8-2, same resumes. Teams are identical records. They both have similar losses to G5 opponents. But Jack State won the battle on the field. And yet, in multiple HBCU polls, Jack State sits at #2 behind Alabama State.
So by pointing this out, it shows that the resumes are pretty much identical. You really have to go all the way down the list to find the one thing that separates them. So if you look at the nearly identical resumes, what's the separator? You have to go head to head. That's the tiebreaker.
It's a good question right here, bro. The Hornets, who are essentially second in standings due to head-to-head tiebreakers, somehow moved ahead of the champs. How and why? All right. This is man, I was up. I told Corey I was up 5 this morning. I woke up and I was like, man, I was pumped up when I saw this, because I was like, man, I knew I ain't always able to articulate in every way that I want to some of the things I'm thinking, because the thoughts be coming so fast. But I thought this was a great analogy with the Michael Jordan comparison. So
I'm big on analogy. I'm huge on analogies, because sometimes you have to explain things or present things to someone in a different perspective, or using a different type of example for it to make sense. So I think everyone would agree. Most people, I can't say everyone, most people will agree that Mike was the best player in his era pretty much every year. Yeah. But could he have realistically or feasibly been named MVP every single year?
Yeah.
But were the voters going to do that?
No. It's always voter fatigue is a real thing. Like you said, it's real. When a player program keeps winning and stays on top, voters sometimes subconsciously or even intentionally start craving something different, a fresh storyline. I saw somebody talking on Twitter today saying they would love a Prairie View, Delaware State celebration. They just want something different. And it's like, that game ain't gonna be well attended, but nevertheless, it said when a player program says think about the NBA vote, Michael Jordan arguably best player. Yet Charles Barkley and Karl Malone each snagged the MVP during that era.
Pause.
All right.
So let's pause right there. So a lot of what I write is with intent. I choose my words carefully. Like, writing is easy for me, but I get hung up on words and semantics because I want to use the perfect word, and it has a real meaning behind it. So when I say voters sometimes subconsciously or intentionally, right? There's a difference. If you subconsciously want to see something different, that's just normal. That's natural, right? I don't even have an issue with you. You're just tired of seeing the Patriots win or the Bulls win. So subconsciously, you're not hating, right? It's like, I just want to see somebody else win, right? Yeah. Not hate, but sometimes it's intentional. So my question for these HBCU polls, is it in subconscious or is it conscious? Right? Because if it's conscious, you're hating right now. If you just want to see another if you're just so pro HBCU and you want it spread out and you don't want to see one team just dominate, because let's be honest, when we had those Coach Prime teams, we talked about this. We saw it coming. We said if Coach Prime stays, like, it's not even going to be fair and it's not going to be competitive. And we like to win, but we were like, hey, we want it to be competitive though. We don't want to just dominate, just crush everybody every single year, right? So I get it. I mean, I know where you go. I know where you're at.
I had to make that mean.
But it gets boring. Okay, it gets boring.
No, I know what you mean.
We said that. I don't know if you remember that. We said this on the sideline at one of those Coach Prime games. I don't even know if you remember, Ken. We were like, man, this kind of getting boring. It's getting boring. Like, do we need to move up? Now, obviously, he left, and here we are. But so if you're so pro HBCU that you just want to see, you want more parity, you don't want to see just one team win every single year. So just unconsciously or subconsciously, you're like, hey, I want to see somebody else win. Then I get it.
I mean, but the thing with that, the playing field is even, though. I mean, it's wide open.
Yeah.
Well, in theory, it is. When you have terrible administration and a subpar AD that makes terrible hires after hire, it could eat at the fabric of your program. Some of these teams ain't even TD. Some of these teams aren't even a decade close to ever winning anything. They just gonna be keep trying, and they're gonna continuously be at the same. Because the times have changed now. You have to invest intentionally. You have to strategically, intentionally invest into winning now. Winning costs money now. You can keep doing what you're doing as of yesterday, but you're gonna keep losing, because when the teams that or the schools that have the capability of investing, i.e. NIL, stuff like that, there will be a result of that. Prairie View came in and showed us that. Hold on, I'm gonna let it get up.
Pause it, Ken.
All right.
So pause it. So this is a good point. What do you think about this? I don't remember people asking for parity when NCAT was winning. North Carolina A&T was winning. So had this.
Go ahead.
So that's a good question. If this was another team in opposition, will we be seeing voter fatigue to this extent? Or is it because it's Jackson State?
It's because it's Jackson State. Jackson State just annoy people.
I mean, but we weren't out there at the same time, with the Norfolks and, the South Carolina states and teams alike to hear what they had to say. I mean, that's way on the other side. So I'm sure some people out there that felt the same way about them. I know. I will say this, though, Corey and Ken. I was tired of seeing them beat up on the SWAC.
Yep.
Now
but that's different though. That's different though. But you're in the SWAC, so you want to see the SWAC win. That's not hating. That's not fatigue. That's just saying, hey, I want my conference to win.
I think there might be a little bit of. But I think the voter fatigue though, Corey, in all essence, is not. I think that's more on the smaller side, because there's not many platforms where there's many people voting. Some of these are just
one-man bands.
Yeah, some of these is individuals putting out their opinions. So a lot of that is gone. But I think when you think about, I think some of the platforms that have where there has to be some voting going on, I get that. I get that.
And again, I just posed the question.
Yeah,
I'm almost giving them the benefit of the doubt, because what you're saying is absolutely correct. But I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I say, hey, is it voter fatigue?
Has been the Class HBCU football with previous 4 years, 3 SWAC Championship, 3 Celebration Bowls, kind of sustained dominance. Just dates back to Coach Prime era. We touched on that. Let me see. Constant spotlight, the winning streaks, the excellence created a dynasty aura that some voters simply grew out of water and they want something new. Yep, just touched on that. Let's go to the next topic real quick. All right, the contradiction.
We touched on the contradiction already also.
Okay. Voters reward Alabama State despite losing head-to-head. Okay. Despite being unranked nationally and despite having the same record, while penalizing the team that actually won the matchup. That's funny to me.
It's the funniest part.
Supporters of Alabama State's #1 ranking argue that Jackson State's non-FBS loss was to a weaker opponent. Grambling Wow, Alabama State non-FBS loss was to a top 25 FCS team. But here's the irony: that top 20 team.
So pause it right there. So when you're arguing in Alabama State's favor, if this is your point, do you say Jackson State, or do you have to say they lost to a top 25 FCS team? You have to say they lost to a top 25 FCS team, right? You can't even say they lost to Jackson State. Make sense.
You also can't look yourself in the mirror after you say it.
You can't. But imagine saying that. Imagine saying that though. Well, you lost to Grambling, but we lost to the top 25 FCS team. You got to pause and think about it. You can't say we lost to Jackson State.
Come on, bro. Anyway, all right. Yeah. So let's get this straight. JSU is punished for losing to Grambling, while ASU is rewarded for losing to JSU. Is that logic, or is it hypocrisy?
And again, I'm asking the question.
Or is it bull? But anyway.
Well, I'm being nice.
Voters who place Alabama State above Jackson State aren't grading resumes. They're grading storylines and personal preferences. They're creating their own narrative. I thought that was very well put, because I also think that's exactly what it is. Thoughts on creating narratives, because the engagement is, listen, man, all clicks and views are profitable.
So listen, if you're the average person, you're scrolling up and down Twitter, Instagram, and you see a poll every week is Jackson State. You just keep scrolling. Jackson State won, Alabama State 2. Jackson State 1. You don't even stop.
Nope.
But when it says Alabama State 1, Jackson State 2, what do? You stop. You click on it, and you retweet it, and you comment.
Hey, so be thankful. I'm actually shining a light on your bullshit. So I'm helping you out here. But go ahead.
Engagement. So the people who think it's crazy, they're going to comment on it. Like, how's Alabama State number 1? Or the people who hate Jackson State, they're going to comment on it as well. So it's clickbait. But again, if it says Jackson State, you're not going to retweet it. If you see Jackson State number 1 on the poll week after week, you're not even retweeting or liking or commenting anymore.
Yeah. Thought experiment. Strip away the team names and present the resumes alone, side by side. That's a great. I thought that was really thought provoking, man.
And this is to start to determine if this is voter fatigue, or if it's hate, if it's disrespect, if it's bias. Because again, if you vote Alabama State number 1, knowing that Jackson State is the other team, but if you're looking at these two resumes blindly with no team name on it, and you vote Jackson State number 1, guess what that meant?
Here's the other thing you also have to factor in is strength of schedule that nobody seems to talk about. You know, that's part of the reason why a lot of people don't like to talk about Prairie View, even though Prairie View is clinched the West already. Strength of schedule is hard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they had but anyway, strength of schedule matters, man. Talk about the disrespect. At some point, this stops to look like fatigue and starts smelling like disrespect. When a team checks every box, I like this: record, head-to-head, tiebreaker, ranked nationally, defending champ, yet it's still pushed down the rankings. That's not a coin flip. That's a choice. You want to touch on this, man?
I mean, if it's so close to where you got to flip a coin, that's one thing. If it happens to land on Alabama State, okay. But when you're looking at the facts and it's clearly Jackson State, but you still choose Alabama State, then that's a choice. You made the choice.
And then there's that hater that's on ESPN.
I did that just to get the Jackson State fans riled up. That's the only name I mentioned. I just wanted to push some buttons.
Not rank Jackson State number 1. He dropped them all the way to 3rd. He got some MEAC biases over there. He got some MEAC bias for real.
And he gonna rearrange the coach too. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But I will say this: the person that he does commentating with, you wouldn't know that she's a FAMU.
That's funny. I was telling my mom this like 2 weeks. No, actually, when we played FAMU, when she was calling the game,
you wouldn't know.
And I said you wouldn't even know, would you?
That's professionalism.
That's professionalism.
Exactly. That's professionalism.
That's what we're saying.
And guess what? That's why I couldn't do her job. I'm not calling a Jackson State versus FAMU game and we getting our butt kicked. And I'm cool. I'm not doing it.
Chuck Bishop does.
Chuck Bishop. Like, I don't want it. I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
What's Mo?
Yeah.
Mo Carter.
Yeah.
Mo Carter.
That's not something that I want to do. That's not something that I want to do.
Man, I'll be the worst non-JSU commentator ever.
So my thing is, if you decide to go that route and get in that lane, you got to be professional. You can't get in that lane and then be biased. You got to decide, am I willing to put this aside, the fact that I went to FAMU, Southern Jackson State, and be a professional? So if you're not willing to do that, then that's not the lane.
We had a very short venture of the round the block thing. I had a little taste of the HBCU flavor. And in that space, you have to be. You cannot go into an HBCU space. You can. I mean, you can go in there with biases if everybody does.
Well, it depends on what type of show you're trying to have. If that's the type of show you're trying to have, you got to own that from the beginning. This is my type of show. But you can't be straddling the fence, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you, if you want to go on the professional rank, somebody who does that well, to me, Troy Aikman. You know what I'm saying? Because Cowboys, they have a strong organization with their former players. But when it come down to announce, doing his announcement thing, you can't really tell that, he had that relationship with the organization that he has because he does, his professionalism.
Hold up, old school. You got to explain this one. It will be Lim Barney. I'm assuming this is a compliment. He's the Hall of Famer. Yeah, so it's a compliment. I'll get it.
But Lim was a Tiger at heart. Now still is. Now
no, he's talking about in the booth. Okay, I got calling again. Okay.
Charlie Neal. Yeah,
I got you.
That's a great combination. Yeah. But I love this piece right here, man. For JSU fans, there's nothing new. They knew the history there. Years of questionable commentary, backhanded analysis, convenient omissions, and little jabs disguised as objective takes. This is why I don't listen to Jay Walker or Tiffany Green when they commentate the game. I just put the TV on mute and just watch the game. Probably listen to some music.
I like Tiffany, to be honest.
I do.
I listen to Tiffany and Jay talking.
Oh, yeah, together.
Yeah, I saw Jay.
Was there a particular reason he didn't do the FAMU game with her?
Whatever reason it was, I wish they'd do more often. Just saying. But it said for many, Walker's rankings wasn't analysis, it was agenda. It was further confirmation of a long-standing belief. When it comes to Jackson State, he'll always find a way to minimize their merit and magnify their mishaps. And this is what I mean when I say when it starts to get consistently the norm in the space that we occupy, it's like we can't stop. At what point do we just keep allowing this to just keep going over and over and over and get unaddressed and keep saying, "Oh man, I ain't worried about them." I'm gonna let this scroll up.
Again, that's the beauty of having a platform and your voice, because you can put some heat on them. Because as long as nobody's calling them out on it, they'll keep doing it. But when they know there's repercussions behind it, they'll think twice.
Shout out to Blue. Stats Perform, top 25 voter and senior editor for FCS Football Central. Zach McKinley has Jackson State firmly at number 1. And HBCU football, Alabama State at number 2. The loss to Grambling closed the gap a bit, but I can't ignore the loss of JSU starting quarterbacks, Kobe Morgan, in that game. He said in an exclusive conversation with Tiger Talk TV, McKinnell, who's also contributor to Hero Sports FCS and Opta FCS Football, added, let me pause that. I don't think there's even a debate for number 1. Alabama State is playing well, but JSU still has the head-to-head, which has to matter when there's only one spot between the teams. Nobody has done enough, in my opinion, to surpass Jackson State as number 1 team in HBCU football. Thoughts?
I like that. I like alliteration, Andre. I do, really do. No, so again, with Blue, unbiased, and I didn't lead him in the direction that I wanted him to answer. I asked him a black and white question, and he answered the way that I figured he would.
I kept hearing people talk about this. How can somebody, I ain't gonna go down that road, the commentators talking about calls missed on Jackson State and Tori, I'm gonna get your opinion on that game too, because
dude,
that was by far the worst.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was bad. So people don't think I'm just up here complaining and griping. It was bad, bro. It was very bad. But future poll implications. Here's where it gets real uncomfortable and you touched on this earlier when you first come on. If both teams win their final game, JSU wins the SWAC East, JSU advances the SWAC Championship, Alabama State is eliminated. So how can any ranking justify Alabama State above JSU after that? They can't. Now, without completely losing credibility, they would have to backtrack. A fun explanation to hear would be why they dropped Alabama State below Jackson State when Alabama State didn't lose another game. Oh, the creativity that would require. You just touched on that. If you want to add anything.
Yeah. So I hate this about media. Media is not held accountable because, and I'm talking about even on a national scale, if you look at the First Takes and all these shows, they make these bold takes and predictions and they say this and they say this. In the moment, it's cool, it gets retweeted. But later on, like nobody calls them out on it when what they said doesn't come to fruition. Like people forget about it, they move on to the next thing because this is just the society that we're in. It's just next thing, next thing, next thing. I'm the type of person, I have a memory, and like somebody was saying, I keep receipts. So I remember when Stephen A. Smith or whoever, even though I don't really watch them that much anymore, but when they say something specifically about the Lakers, because that's my team, or this player is coming to the Lakers, or this player is not going to come to the Lakers, or Kobe this, LeBron that, I remember it. And when it does or doesn't come to fruition, like I wish I could call them out on it, but I can't, and nobody does, and I hate that. So the same with these polls. Like if and when Jackson State wins this weekend and Alabama State wins this weekend, and Alabama State is no longer in their polls, like they need to put out a statement. They don't, like, we need to hear from them now. Let's talk about it. You had Alabama State number one for 4 or 5 weeks in a row. Now they fell to number 2. Like, let's talk about that. They can't be swept under the rug. You got to be held accountable.
Is there a real accountability piece in HBCU sports media?
Oh.
Or any media at that?
There's no accountability because we move on to the next thing. I keep receipts though. You know me. I keep receipts on everything.
One of the best to ever do it. That dude is not the person. I'm gonna tell y'all don't want to go to war with this dude online, man. He is a freaking ninja. Dude is an assassin. He's a silent killer now. Don't let that little calm disposition fool you.
Don't give it away, man. Don't give away my secret.
I'm just saying. All right, history repeats itself. I love this part because this is something I touched on the other day. Jack State has seen similar, in larger scale. Historically, in college football, HBCU football, opinion-based poll voted on by the media have been questionable. JSU has often been in short end of the stick. Prior to the advent of Celebration Bowl, the HBCU national champion was determined by pollsters and selectors, very similar to how the FBS mythical national champions were crowned before the BCS playoff system. Legendary Coach W.C. Gordon led one of the most dominant stretches in HBCU football history, 28 straight conference wins and 5 SWAC championships in the 1980s. Yet the HBCU national polls only credited his teams with 1 national title during that run. The program that won on the field didn't win in the court of public opinion. I added public, but it happened then. It's happening again. Talk to that.
Again, it goes back to accountability. I just think it is just it's ludicrous that Jackson State could have that much success and only have 1 national championship during that period to show for it. Why does nobody talk about this? I guess it's so long ago and it doesn't matter. But that burns me up, man. When I hear we
got to talk about it if it's about us, because where are they going to talk about it at?
Yeah, who's interested? Right. That's why we're here. Yeah, exactly. But it burns me up when I hear people talking about national championships and how many this program has, and they say how many Jackson State has. It just burns me up because I know that there were several other years where we were the best HBCU football team, but because of the pollsters, the voters, not voting for Jackson State, we don't have that on our resume.
How many do you think should have come out of here?
If we won 28 straight games and have 5 SWAC championships in a decade, well, technically one of them was in 90, but in a 10-year span or however many years, you don't think we should get – because how many HBCU conferences were there then? We dominated one of them. How many other HBCU conferences were there?
3.
Okay. So if we dominated one, I mean, just head and shoulders in one, like, I mean, do you not think we were the best HBCU team overall more than one? I mean, I don't know. I'm posing the question.
Yeah,
I just think it's hard to believe.
Poll logic check. Let's break down what these HBCU polls appear to value and what they conveniently devalue. Head to head. I thought this is cool, man.
Right.
Yeah, I thought this is real cool, bro. Let's the head to head low value. JSU won the matchup. Somehow that win doesn't register on the meter. Wow. National ranking alignment, low value. National FCS evaluators have kept JSU ranked all season while ASU hasn't been ranked at all. Narrative bias, high value. A fresh storyline seems to be worth more than the scoreboard, of course, because they got to eat. Voter fatigue, moderate value. JSU's consistency at the top may be tiring some voters. Objective metrics, low value, resume, record, head-to-head national standing. None of it lines up with the final vote. When polls twist logic to fit storylines, they stop measuring performance and starts exposing prejudice. Very well said, bro. Settling it on the field. Fortunately, these polls don't decide championships. The field does. Barkley and Malone may have taken home the MVP award, but Georgia settled in the finals, winning the championship. Jack State's legacy won't be written by voters' opinion. It'll be sealed by championships. If they handle business, the polls will autocorrect. So whether it's fatigue, bias, or disrespect, one truth remains. Jackson State has a chance to silence all the same way they always have, by winning.
Let me just say something, just kind of not off topic, but I just want to kind of point something out. I use this Michael Jordan analogy. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan. Anybody who knows me, like Mike B, probably knows me better than anybody as far as like in the Tiger Talk community. I'm a huge Lakers fan, Magic Johnson. So I cried when Jordan beat the Lakers in the 91 finals. I literally cried. My phone was ringing and I wouldn't even answer. So for me to use that analogy just shows that I have the ability to just, again, base it off facts, not emotions. Because if it was emotion, I wouldn't talk about Jordan winning the finals. Like I didn't like that dude. I mean, I'm cool with him now. We're good now. It was a long time ago. But he wasn't my guy. But I'm taking the guy who was considered the best. Even though I was a Magic Johnson fan, but he was considered the best year after year. And he didn't get the MVP every year. So what happened in those years? So that analogy, again, if you're in this space, you have to be able to remove emotion and just base it on the reality. And I don't feel as though these posters are doing it.
And Corey, I agree with you on that because I said it before. I mean, being a Lakers fan as well, that 91, I tried my best over the course of the years to really detest Michael Jordan. And the more and more I tried to dislike him, the more and more he made me respect him to this point. I feel like he's the best player that ever stepped on the court.
I want to say something about that 91 finals. Yeah.
Well,
1991, man, I was 9 years old, bro. And that's when I first started playing basketball. In like organized basketball. Because of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Boy, he made me love the game. Corey, when I saw him win that finals, I was a happy camper. I know y'all was sad. I was happy, man. I was elated. I was on the other side of history.
That dude destroyed us.
Yeah, I know, man.
I just remember my phone ringing off the hook. We had, I don't know if y'all remember this thing called the Ringmaster. You know, we had the landline, but you could get a separate phone number and it'd have a distinct ring. So you give it to your friends. So when they call, your parents wouldn't answer. They know it's for you. So it'd be like two short rings.
Two rings.
Y'all remember that? You remember that? Ringmaster. So during that fourth quarter, when John Paxson just went unconscious, they won the game. That ring. I just kept getting that short ring.
Not gonna answer your phone.
I wouldn't answer. My mom was going, answer the phone. Answer the phone. I'm in there crying, so I just took it off the hook. She didn't know. Took it off the hook. Yeah, man. But anyway.
Hey, man, listen, I love it, man. Hey, listen, while we got you, we're going to get ready to close this out. We're going to touch a little bit on that game, and then we'll get out of here, bro. But one of the things that was really cool, we got a chance, Corey, to go to the SWAC Jackson State Hall of Fame. Pretty cool moment, man. Coach T.C. Taylor goes into the Jackson State Hall of Fame with Superman Robert Kent, right? Corey was like, man, Kent ain't been back in 20 years. As soon as he talked to us, he was like, man, this is my first time back in 20 years.
I knew it.
But, man, really cool moment, man. I'm going to let you talk about it, but I wanted to definitely put this up there, man. I thought this was pretty
dope, man. That's special. That is special. He's
a photo with him and Jacobian as well. But there's a reason why this is pretty dope because I just thought it was so cool. You know what I mean? And I can see Jacobian going the TC Taylor route when I say like after football, going and even potentially may even go into coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never can tell. But I thought this was a pretty cool moment having them there. First time back in the vet and who knows how long. And then here we are.
Since the Alcorn game of his senior year. I'm serious.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm assuming that. I'm not saying definitely, but yeah, I don't think he's been back. Robert Kent has been playing pro football ever since he left Jackson State. He literally retired like a year or two ago. He's played for 22 pro teams.
Damn. That's crazy, bro. But this is this was the moment, man. We got a chance to speak to this, bro, and we'll get into the game.
Man, special for me. It was personal. It gave me chills because I was there. Like Robert Kent is everyone has their quarterback, meaning the quarterback who was there when you were on campus. So I had a year of Mark Washington, and then it was Robert Kent. Well, actually, a little bit of TC. He was the backup under Mark Washington, which I knew TC from high school, so that was personal. And then, he started the first couple games, and then Kent took over. So you're looking at, and then obviously TC became the record-setting receiver. So this is literally my era at Jackson State. So, I remember being in the stands at Tennessee State, expecting to see TC Taylor at quarterback, and here comes Robert Kent, a redshirt freshman. And looking around with my boy Shaq, he was with me, the big Aristotle, a couple other guys in Memphis, Tennessee. Like, what is going on? So I saw the passing of the torch. I distinctly remember. So Kent found out before the game that he was going to start and TC was going to be benched. So TC didn't play the whole game. We won the game in like double overtime. And I'm looking at Kent from the stand. I'm looking at TC from the stands because that's my guy. I'm like, I'm wondering what his emotions, because he just lost his job. And it was pretty evident that Kent was going to be the guy going forward. I mean, you could just see it. So I'm looking at TC, just trying to see his reaction. And I remember him just running around, looking, and he was looking for Kent. After that game, he ran up to Kent and just gave him the biggest hug, high five. So he was like the happiest person on the field for Robert Kent. That's kind of shows his character. It was all about the team. So again, these were my years. So it was really chilling to see them together again and then be inducted into the Hall of Fame at the same time. I think that was fitting.
Wow.
So where did we get the story from where when Kent found out, he strongly suggested that TC be on the field with him?
Well, you got to go back to Tiger Talk. It's on Tiger Talk.
That's where I got that from?
You got it from Tiger Talk.
Okay.
Tiger Talk, Robert Kent. It's all there, man. It's so much in the archives on Tiger Talk. Y'all sleeping on Tiger Talk. Y'all sleeping on it. Listen, we had 650 episodes. Next month makes 6 years. We got 6 it all years on wax.
Hey, what we gonna do? What we gonna do to celebrate 6 years, man? God,
figure it out.
Hey. Woo! Hey, man, we gonna have. Nah, we can't do that. I was about to say we're gonna toast on the screen. We'll drink apple juice. How about that? Little ginger ale for real. We'll show you the can. Nah, man, but hell of a day, man. Hell of a moment. Hey, we pulled it off, man. 28-13, Jack State takes down Bethune-Cookman. Man, give us your thoughts on the game, bro. We'll close it out after this, bro. This is where it's at. I thought this was a really Corey. We were right by each other a lot during the game, talking a good little bit. I actually was perfectly fine with the outcome of this game and how it went. I did want that score in the red zone and that field goal give me the 38. I would have taken the 38-6 victory. You know what I'm saying? But I'll shut up and let you the guest tonight. Let's get into your thoughts of the game.
Just a special performance by the defense. That's the first thing that stands out. 13 points, but the defense didn't give up a touchdown. And I told several people this after the game, and they didn't even realize it. Sometimes in real time, you don't realize it. You see the 13 points. But you don't realize they literally didn't give up a touchdown, right? They gave up, obviously, the special teams, field goal, 2 field goals. They had one drive. That was after halftime where they drove down, got in the field goal range. The other field goal was kind of a fluky pass where after the interception, whatever. I can't take nothing away from them, but weren't able to move the ball. So when they pulled within, was it 1 point? When they kicked that field goal to make it 14-13, and Ken, you were one of the – I told a couple people this. I said, they're not going to score again, though. I told you that. Remember that, Ken?
Yep.
Bethune-Cookman not going to score again. And they didn't. When Ahmad fumbled and they got the ball back, I told somebody who was getting worried, I said, you know what? They have not driven the length of the field and scored a touchdown all game. They're not about to do it now. And they didn't. So shout out to Quinn. Just to shut down.
So there was a team averaging almost 30 points a game.
Oh, more than 30. Mm-hmm. Was it more? It was almost 30 or more than 30?
It was
2.8, 2.9, 28.9.
Oh, I thought it was over 30. My mistake. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's the thing that stands out, the defense. Obviously, the running game, 3 backs over 100 yards. I mean, at one point, did I hear this correctly that we ran the ball over 20 straight times in a row?
Yes.
A fact?
Yes. I
didn't realize that in real time.
I didn't think we had a pass in the second half. That's why I asked Ken, because I didn't get that to the second half. Though I asked Ken, I say, man, why are we playing conservative? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't aggressive. It wasn't a bunch of passing. It wasn't a bunch of, seam route, dig routes, or slants or anything like that. So I didn't know the origin of why, we ran the ball so much. So
now you know.
I mean, and that's why I explained, that's why I said what I said earlier, that we are a passing team, bro. A running team. So on Saturday it was 71% TD run pass, and they couldn't stop us. 360 yards on the ground. I mean, shit. I kept saying, run the ball, coach. Run it. Hand the ball off. And I wasn't saying that because we were lacking at the quarterback spot. I just thought that they couldn't stop us. I was like, I don't care. And then I also was saying this. This is what y'all have to also understand. The strategy is, what's the best way to keep a high-power offense out of rhythm? Keep on the sideline. Wow. Look at the time of possession.
That's crazy.
We had 35 to 24. 34-29 to that 25-31. So we won the time of possession battle by almost 10 minutes. How do you do that? Running the ball. We damn near doubled on first downs. We had 22 first down, they had 13. You see what I'm saying? And that's factoring in the terrible referee. Let's talk about these referees, man.
Listen. I don't complain about refs. Like that's not my thing. Like y'all don't hear me complain about officiating because it is what it is. This was so bad. This was the worst I have. And it's been some bad officiating this year. This has been the worst year. Last year was bad. This year was even worse. This game Saturday. Listen. To be a professional, I know they're not in the NFL, but they're professionals at what they do. That has to be intentional. Like you can't be this. Nobody can be this bad at their job unless it's on purpose.
Yeah.
Like you because they are, what's the word, certified or licensed? What is the official? Certified? What's the certified, right?
Yeah,
they take a lot of tests.
You don't become certified in anything and be this bad. That's impossible. You're human. You make mistakes. You're going to miss calls. I get it. But you should miss a call that goes against Jackson State, and you should miss a call that goes against the other team. It should almost balance out. But it shouldn't be this lopsided. It was I'm talking about blatant targeting calls. Where we stand on the side, I stand usually next to Ken. We're standing pretty much next to the officials. So we're seeing the same thing that they're seeing. The targeting was so obvious and blatant. I'm standing next to the official, and I'm not trained to see it. He's certified to see it. How can he miss it? A face mask, holding. Like, I don't understand how you can do some.
So usually in football, you follow the ball. He who has the ball is kind of where your eyes go. Right? Am I tripping? These were fouls that was happening on the ball carrier where everybody's looking at. It's like, bro, you didn't see bro whole face get turned sideways? Like, what are we doing? Dude. When Ahmad was tackling the dude just coming, man, I lost it, bro. I was almost, go ahead.
It was so bad that in the second half, when Bethune finally got a penalty, and I think this was their first one, because they only had 2 on the day, so it was probably their first one. The Jackson State crowd all started clapping at the same time. I've never seen it where the crowd starts clapping because they
referees a damn standing ovation for finally calling one penalty on Bethune-Cookman in the third quarter.
Like it's like we're getting punked. Like it's like it's so real. It's not even believable.
And I was so frustrated with the referees, bro. And then we go back to the poll stuff. I was like, nah, bro. That's why I'm kind of where I'm at. I'm like, nah, bro. Because now that's what I'm saying. This is what bothered me. You know, you see, it's like, how do you watch that game and come away from that game and say, well, man, Jackson State really they need this. You know, we had some mishaps, but some of the mishaps were at the hand of what Corey is talking about. If they called the obvious hold, I'm talking about the hold was so bad on the kick return that his jersey was pulled away from his body, bro. It looked like he was dragging a dude in front of the ref. Just saying, go watch the game.
So I have a question about the face mask. Was that a face mask or more of hand to the face?
You're talking about on the mod at the end?
The fumble, yeah. The fumble came by the guy just made an aggressive play towards.
So I'll be honest on that one. I'm not sure. I've watched it over, and I just can't say definitively. I'm talking about earlier though. They missed face mask, obvious face mask.
Okay.
So the mod one, Ken may have had a better view, but I can't say for sure it was a face mask. It looks like because you saw his head turn. But
what about Eric Simmons? Was it Eric Simmons?
I didn't see.
Was Eric? I know TT was in the middle of the field. There was a face mask that was missed. And I went to Ahmad and I asked him. Like I said, I'm like, bro. Somebody said he turned this. Somebody said he turned.
Yeah, he actually didn't fumble right away. So he
didn't fumble right. So what the last one I'm talking about, it was towards right when they had a chance to. I think more like in the fourth quarter.
You talking about
the ball to the left to the sideline?
Yeah, that was the play right before the BJ interception. That was the
position. Yeah, right before the BJ interception. His head did this and like this, so it looked like the guy was being blocked. He reached out. He reached out to get him, and I think
that's why I said I'm not sure.
What made the missed call so bad, Corey? Where we were standing at, so we're on the sideline closer to the locker room, right? Remember they had the kick return and that dude was damn near standing by us and he chunked that flag by 15 yards in the middle of the damn field. And I'm talking about he 40 yards away from the ball. He could see all of a sudden, he could see a block in the back. But the penalty is happening right in front of him. He's Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles in that thing. It was bad, bro. I wanted somebody else to say something because I'm just like
it was bad. And again,
so Corey kind of highlighted you told us a little bit about the point spread, bro. And you was like, so tell me your logic behind.
I mean,
I'm not a gambler. I don't care about no spreads and none of that. I just want to win the game, you know.
Right.
About it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not a gambler. I don't follow that closely, and I don't believe in conspiracy theories. Like I usually laugh at them more than anything, but. You know, and I still don't believe it with this one, but it was enough for me to at least put it out in the atmosphere. I still don't believe it because it's just so far-fetched, and I'm giving these officials a lot of credit right now. Like I just don't, you know, I'm naive. I'm a little bit more naive. And
I think them Negroes cheating.
It takes a lot to pull that off, though. It takes a lot to pull that off. That's why.
Now I'm saying that's why I said I feel like it's deeper than just it ain't surface. If it is something, Corey, it's not surface.
Yeah, it's something though. It's something that's not right, and I'm not gonna go as far as say it. You know, I'm not gonna go as far as say point. I'm not gonna say point shaving or nothing like that. But something's just off with.
Let me say this.
Let me go back. Let me just say this one more time. I know earlier, but I have to stress this.
Come on.
You cannot advance this far in your career, in your profession, and be this bad at it. You just can't. This consistently. You can have a bad day.
Right.
Kobe may have a game where I'm a Lakers fan. I keep saying Kobe.
He
may have a game where he only scores 14. That's a day though, but not consistently because you are who you consistently. That's who you are. There's no way they can again become certified and pass the test and everything they have to pass. Because think about it. So if you look at officials, there's different levels of officiating. You have your peewee, you have your middle school, your high school. And then as you go up the ladder, you have to get better and better because it shrinks as far as who's qualified to advance up that ladder. So to go from high school to college, you have to be the best of the high school officials, right? And that's even to go to D2. To go to from D2 to SWAC, you have to be the best of the best. From SWAC to so on, and then to go into the NFL, you have to be the best of the best. So by the time you get to the SWAC level, you're in the top 25% of officials because there's only a couple more levels you can go beyond that, right? Y'all follow me?
Yep.
So you can't get to the top 25% in your profession and be this bad. Unless you don't care, you're doing it on purpose, but it just can't be consistently this bad because of bad days, or
right? Because basically what you're saying, you're looking for a promotion. You got to do your job well in order to get that promotion. And promotion.
Forget the promotion. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're talking about promotion beyond that, but I mean to get to that point. Think of any profession. Think of the top 25% of the people in any profession. Are they as bad at their job as these officials are that we're seeing right now?
I think those officials flat out wanted Jackson State to lose.
So again, that's why I said you can't be this bad by accident.
I'm saying it for this reason, because they did everything in their power to keep that game close. And Bethune-Cookman had the ball with a chance to tie the ball game, and we made the play. You had to outplay them. The pick six, you can't referee that.
So if you put it like that, how good is this team? I mean, because we've been overcoming official.
How good is this team? With the 15 best team in the
championship ready, baby.
With the 15 best team in FCS football.
I'm saying. I mean, a couple things I want to say. First of all, we've been overcoming some bad calls all season.
Yes, sir.
The biggest one that stands out in my head against Alabama State, I think, is Alabama State when they called roughing the kicker. That was obviously running into the kicker.
Yeah.
Was that Southern?
That was bad. That was
Alabama State, wasn't it? They called roughing the kicker.
It's all a blur now.
Jensen did it. I think.
Okay, it was Alabama State. It sure was. Because we're about to go up
to
double digits.
The holding penalty that would have been a touchdown. On track, TT would have scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so when you look at stuff like that, then you think about, okay, well, first thing, what is the dark cloud over Jackson State team right now?
Penalties.
So how many of those penalties are really legit? You know what I'm saying? And then let's go.
I think the penalties, a lot of them are legit. I just think they're not calling it on the other end. At least this past Saturday, like the 7 that we had. Okay, whatever. That wasn't even as many as we had.
Right. Okay.
7, I can take the 7 that we had. I can accept that.
We're definitely getting a different whistle, though. It's been, to your point,
we're getting a different whistle.
It is. And whatever, I don't know the intent or the end goal or the whys or the what's. I do know what I see, and we watching the game. We've been to every game. We just sit right there looking at it.
This is what stands out to me.
Go ahead.
Most Jackson State fans that you talk to after this game. Now we won this game. We're a game away from clinching. Mm-hmm. When you ask them about the Bethune-Cookman game, the first thing they talk about is what? After a win, the officiating. That's usually what you go to when you lost and you're trying to find an excuse. We got cheated. But most Jackson State fans that I talk to about the game, they go straight to the officials. And then they start talking about the 3 100-yard backs.
It's going to be saying the JSU lead SWAC penalty yards, 85. Next team is Alcorn. 2 more penalties.
Okay. Blue just added to my point. So if that's the case, and we still winning by 14 or more, how good is this team really?
Head and shoulders above everybody else.
We're just better than y'all.
Because the margin for error, we
come in these many fouls.
And I'm gonna say this too: we're better than Grambling. We just lost our quarterback. It went haywire.
Yeah,
it happens. It got goofy.
If you look at the calls in that game, the fumble,
ball game over with.
But then if you look at that catch at the end before that put him in field goal range, that wasn't a catch.
All game over with.
That wasn't a catch. And you know what else? It's been happening all season. That's kind of been overlooked. It's just the little things that makes you start to think, like, are they point shaving? There's something going on. How many times has the other team been obviously short of the first down, but they got the first down?
Come on, Corey, talk about it.
I mean, it's happened so many times.
It happened about 3 times in the Southern game.
It's like, he didn't get the first down. And then you look up, it's like, they gave him a first down. What are they doing?
Right. And even you have measurements, a lot of times you didn't get them.
Look, man, it was so bad Saturday that every time we did something good, I was looking at the field. I'm like, did they throw a flag?
On that BJ interception.
I'm looking at the field.
Yep. That BJ interception. I'm looking for it.
It's just that bad, bro. But hey, They also didn't call the personal foul on Grambling after taking the lead. That's true. Just saying, man, it's a lot that to speak to it. But listen, one of the bright spots, I say this as we get ready to close this show out. This has been great, man. Give me your thoughts on Mr. Miller, man. It's Miller time. Aubrey Miller. Ahmad Miller. What do you like about? What do you think about my new nickname, man? Earth, Wind, and Fire, man.
I think it's perfect. We got to get a graphic done for that. We got to get it.
Hey, man. Hey, talk to me. Ahmad Miller. You know what's crazy? Shout out to Andrew Body, though. Body still up there second in the damn conference in Russia. Or is this based on? Oh, it's based off the average. Okay,
that's average.
He had a hell of a year. He still might win Player of the Year.
Yeah.
I think he returns back.
If he comes back with the 2 games to go.
If I'm him, you damn right I'm coming back to play against whoever left on the schedule. At least Tuskegee, because he can go out there and get 100,000 yards against them, and he can, he can definitely. But anyway. But shout out to Ahmad Miller, man, splitting reps with Denario Davenport and Travis Terrell Jr.
That's more like of a division. That's splitting. Is it 3 people? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And still, go ahead.
No, I'm not surprised. We talked about this definitely in the private chats and the Tiger Talk chats, but even in some shows, we did a Tiger Talk live show as well before the season.
Is this man his 3rd consecutive year? Or is it his 4th?
Did he have one at Texas?
Thank you.
Thought he had 2 at Texas Southern.
I know they led the league in rushing his last year at Texas Southern.
Oh, he said, okay, 1,000-yard back. My mistake. So, yeah, it's about to be. It's about to be. That's a great point. Shout out to Coach Manning, man. Best O-line coach in the conference.
But he had that Owens kid at Texas.
How many yards does Denario Davenport have? I can tell you right now.
600.
609.
It's 606, and then I think Mod is 909, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I just remember it because it was like, hold on, where the hell did it go? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, man, Big Mason. Everybody's talking about
Mason.
Mason.
Got 606.
Yep, 606.
And Travis got right under him 565.
Why is this thing not? Oh, no wonder, because it ain't up to date. My bad. Hold on just a second. Rushing.
Yeah, he leads in rush.
So Mod, 909. 909.
I just posted it on Tiger Talk.
Yeah, he did. Denario Davenport is right at 12. Travis Terrell at 13. How cool is that? So that's a total. I mean, you got.
Can we get 3 backs over 750?
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy about TT and Denario Davenport? They all average the highest. They got the highest yards per game average. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Let me share the screen real quick. I'm gonna remove this real quick and share the screen. This is pretty dope, man. When you look at the breakdown. Shout out to the big nasties up front, man. You gotta get them boys a steak after the season. Mm-hmm. Big old steak, T-bone, New Yorker style. Look. Ahmad Miller averaging 6.6. Oh my God, this is beautiful. So 6.6 yards per carry, right? Let's go down to Denario Davenport. 6.5 per carry. TT, 6.3 per carry. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That says a lot about the offensive line.
Offensive line, the big nasties, man.
That's saying a lot about your line.
Hey, man, let's talk to me about that left side, man. Shout out to Big
Mason.
D. Mason Martin over on that left side, man, clearing the pathway. Looking like post hole diggers over there. Just carving shit out the way, man. Get out the way. Move. Talk to me about it, man. That left side, man. I can't, I went and watched a little bit of the game. I kept hearing the commentators kind of talk about the left side.
Mm-hmm.
We just kept hiking and going that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, I was like, nah, bro, we ain't playing conservative. We were just playing what we were taking what defense give us.
Well, I'll say this again. First of all, I'll speak. First of all, it's kind of hard to imagine that Ahmad Miller has that many yards. When you think about
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah. When you go, so what I mean by that, Corey, you go back to the beginning of the season. Let's say we're getting into third, fourth game of the season. Ken and I were often talking about, Amari possibly getting more carries. At the time, he was getting anywhere from 12 to 15 carries. If he was getting 15 carries, right, Ken?
Yep.
So, when you look at that, and then you just kind of like, wow, now all of a sudden you still got a game left, sharing the ball with two other backs, not to mention other guys that may have come in, whether it was Amari,
he's averaging 13.7 yards, 13.7 carries per game. Go ahead.
Right, 13.7. Yeah, that's what I mean by that, Corey. So it kind of, I want to use the word snug up on you, but it's just kind of like, wow. Just think if he was averaging, 15, 16 carry, per game. I mean, because there was certain games he really started cooking. We were wondering why isn't he? I think even in the Hampton game, he was, the Hampton game really took off. He had over 100 yards in that game.
First game. Yep.
Yeah. So you kind of like, wow. So in order for these guys to have these numbers, we're talking about the offensive line. I've been speaking on the offensive line for a minute, and I definitely respect, the way that they interchange a lot of the players in order to get to where they got, and that's why the respect for Demetri Smith come in. Muda, young man was on the bench more so at the beginning to the point that he's out now. We talk about pancaking. I'm talking about FAMU. He was trying to build his own IHOP. I mean, he's 10 to 15 yards downfield, with his man. And Coach Taylor, once again, said the same thing in the conference that I was thinking when it come down to Mason Barton. Can I ask Ken? Corey, I said, hey, Ken, you ever heard Mason talk?
He don't talk.
Y'all want to hear Mason talk? Just Google YouTube Mason Barton Tiger Talk. That's it.
That's the most he talked that night. I will never forget it. He didn't remember. You remember we interviewed him at what was it? The embassy.
Had to pull it out of him though. Had to pull it out of him.
And see, when I take a Mason, he the one that came in with the Letterman jacket, right?
Letterman jacket on, yes sir. Yeah. I was like, man, this dude big, man, 6'6".
Yeah.
I was like, man, he gonna be all right for us, man.
And I think he almost did he commit then, Corey? Or he said he was going to commit?
I don't remember nothing he said. I couldn't tell you what Mason sound like. That's how not often we hear him talk.
And so they showed a close up. They showed a close up on him, at one of the videos I was watching. And Coach Manning was talking to him. Mason just was looking at him.
Hey, whoa.
He moved his mouth and then he, huh?
My bad. I'm talking to Cool Banks.
Okay.
Earth is Ahmad, wind is Travis Terrell, and fire is Davenport. Go ahead.
I can see it. And so yeah, shout out to the offensive line, man. I mean, all those guys. And wait, we can't forget DCB. The young man, other than that revenge play, he wanted to get back at FAMU. He's been doing this thing too, man. I mean, he's all down. And so here's what I like. They end up playing that 3-5 defense against us. And what that allowed DTB to do, go to the next level and pick up the linebacker. And when he picked him up, he swallowed him. I mean, it was over. He just—
That's unfair, man.
I'm telling you, he got that fire in him, man. He got that dog in him.
Right, man. So offensive line as a whole, man, been doing their thing. Quay, all those guys, man. Shout out to them, man. Hey. And at the same time, if we want to say that, Bam wasn't necessarily starting at the beginning of the year either. But we knew the talent that Bam had from what he did last year. So now Bam come in, now every time you look up, he picking somebody up in the end zone, talking about good job, man. So salute to those guys, man. Well done.
Yeah, man. I love it. I think we're in a good space. We're going to really break down that Jackson State Alcorn matchup. I got to go watch some film. I'm just going to watch the Grambling game, honestly. I watched some of them other games. I really, I like our chances. I just do. They're a typical SWAC team. They don't have to play out their mind to beat us. Just tell you that now. We got to go out there. I'm going to say it again. For the rest of the game, for the rest of the time that we playing football, Jackson State take care of the football, Jackson State wins. Just that simple. We the only team that can beat us, but I'm not going to break that down tonight. We're going to really break it down on the next show. Salute to Jesse, blocking superb. What's going on? Nothing, man. Nothing's going on with any player that's not on the field. It just means that the player that's playing is the one that that's getting the reps, man. That's the one that's playing that's higher on the depth chart. Let me say it that way. But I'll say this. Shout out to Jared though, man. He had a really good game, solid game. Really a decent game. Let me say it that to his standard. To his standard. Right. I know he missed on a couple of throws. That red zone in INT. I felt like he armed that because he had got banged up prior to that. So I thought he was. He's a warrior though. The only thing I told him, I just want him to hand that ball off on the RPO, get to the running back. I don't want to see him run at all. It's just me. I don't mind him running, man, when he's scrambling. Hey man, then when he do run, get down. Don't try to run nobody over. It's college, man. Don't take them hits when you don't have to. I keep telling him every time I pass by, man, don't take no hits if you don't have to take no hits, man. Get down. I know you're a big body, big frame, but you still gotta. And that's gonna come with time, man. But I think the kid is a special talent, man. And shout out to him, man, for taking us. Listen, Corey, I'm gonna get your thoughts on this before we go. TD, I know you, and I'll let you close us out. Remember 3 weeks ago, we lost to Grambling. And we lost our quarterback.
I know where you're going.
True freshman. 3 wins. FAMU, Mississippi Valley, Bethune-Cookman. As I stated, I said this loss is going to feel way different. We get to the end of this thing, win out, people ain't going to care. People just want to get to the SWAC Championship game. Give me your thoughts on Jared, man, and how he has handled the situation. It's been a very just kind of everything thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? You looked at Shador last night, get thrown in a tough situation. Looked really, it was a challenge for him, and we see all the stuff that's coming out. Go to FAMU, pass the ball 10 times, fumble on the goal line, you know what I'm saying? Then kind of settle down, better second half, come back against Mississippi Valley, really solid game against them, and come back against Bethune-Cookman. Now you head into the Alcorn week. This is going to be a big rivalry. I know there's some chatter about Jacobian. I'm not touching on Jacobian conversation because, again, we only talk about the players on the field. If 15 is on the field, cool, whatever. But going into this Soul Bowl weekend, man, Jared Lockhart, true freshman, in the vet, 50,000, Alcorn, because they coming. I wanted them to beat Grambling because they feel confident. They want to play spoiler. I think Alcorn going to pull up and going to show up. Give me your thoughts on Jared and what are you up against before we get up out of here.
Well, the vet and the bright lights and the 50,000, that won't bother him. He won't be rattled. He's played in Vegas. He's played, he's played on that stage.
Yep.
And he's just not your typical true freshman. And one reason you can tell is because think about how many times you hear somebody point out that he's a freshman. Not often. Typically, when a true freshman is playing, especially a quarterback, you hear, oh, he's just a freshman. He's just a freshman. You don't say that about him too often. You forget that he's a freshman. You remind yourself. When he makes a mistake, then you remember, oh, he's just like you hadn't really said, oh, he's just a freshman until he fumbled that fumble. What was that? FAMU?
FAMU.
Okay. When he fumbled, that's when we start saying, oh, he's just a freshman. And then you didn't say it again until probably the interception that he threw, right? So he's ready for the moment, especially for a freshman who didn't get here until July. He didn't have that spring. He wasn't an early enrollee. So I'm confident in his ability and what he can bring to the table, but I'm also confident in the game plan that the coaches will prepare and make sure that he's in an advantageous situation. They're not going to ask him to do too much. I think he was probably trying to do a little bit too much, but if you watch the games as they have progressed, he's starting to try to do less and less and less and just stay within the flow of the offense, and they're not putting too much on his plate. So the reps that he's gotten, leading up to this point are all benefit him going forward, especially, again, we're not touching on the Jacobian thing, but if he's going to be the guy going forward, especially if you talk about in a championship game in the Celebration Bowl, I think all of the reps that he's gotten, all the snaps will have him prepared and ready.
Trap Music said, I don't believe we can beat Delaware State without Jacobian. 2 things about that, bro. Number 1, you're tripping. Number 2, and I appreciate the opinion. Who said Delaware State was going to be in the Celebration Bowl? And what team are you watching that Jacoby and North Jared play defense? Delaware State is a run first team just like we are. The players that's going to beat, there is a number 11 that needs to that if we did play Delaware State, that's going to be very critical in that game. And his name, Carmelo Jones. Trust me when I tell you, that team ain't too impressed with that team at all. I don't think Delaware State is beating South Carolina State. I do not believe it. I think South Carolina State is going to win Saturday, and I think they're going to win the MEAC again. That's just my thought process on. Don't hold your horses on that Delaware State stuff. They got to get past South Carolina State, who is a complete team. I'm not trying to knock D-Jack, but then number 2, why? Save for another show, but anyway, I'm gonna just leave that alone because I'm just like, what? He said that's what he want. You want, of course, you want D-Jack, of course, for the celebration. I get the storyline, but it would be cool. Deshaun Jackson, Delaware State. We got to win the SWAC first. Yeah, once that happens, I think we could go. I think we can win the Celebration Bowl with both Jared Lockhart and Jacoby Morgan.
Thanks.
I don't know what.
Listen, if that line blocks like it blocked Saturday, and that running game is like it is, we can win with Parker. We can win with Ethan. We can put Levi back at quarterback. You know, Levi was a quarterback in high school.
Man, I'm just sitting up here like, what are y'all watching?
Defense and run game.
I'm not about to do the stats thing either. So what I'm saying to y'all is this: like, we are a 65-35 run pass team,
and then you got to score on us too to beat us. So forget who's at quarterback. Can you score on us again? Bethune-Cookman, when this high-powered offense scored 0 touchdowns offensively against.
Good luck with
that one drive.
Good luck on a team beating us that's depending on the run. I'm not saying Kate Bennett
good luck to a team beating us that's one-dimensional. It can be depending on the pass. You think you're gonna beat Coach Quinn with one dimension? I haven't seen it yet.
Love you, baby. Love you, man. Love you. Appreciate the opinion. But hey, man, you see it how you see it. I ain't here to tell you nothing differently. I don't mind talking to them Tigers, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one, bro. I think we'll be just fine with either quarterback. But I ain't even finna get out. Coach Levi at Holmes County. He can spin it. We don't need no quarterback, man. We good. What games are y'all watching?
No. I brought up Levi.
Yeah, he brought that up.
Win with Levi.
I thought somebody was like, we can quarterback.
No. I said we could win with Levi at quarterback, and I said, y'all know he was like a 2 or 3 star quarterback.
You know what? That's a good point. My mistake. I was like, bro, what are we? I want to run. I'm gonna say the same thing I said on the sideline. Hey, coach, run the ball. I didn't do that, but I'm just saying we're gonna run the ball, bro. We not. Y'all know what our identity is. When we show up, we're gonna do what we do. You got to stop us. We just got to talk about a mod. Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby. I'm just saying. The reasons. The reasons that we're here. When we get to the Celebration Bowl, I'm telling y'all how we getting there. We ride. What did we say last year, Corey and TD? Give Mr. Mulligan. I'm channeling my inner first. The damn ball. Give Mr. Miller. No, give Earth, Wind, and Fire the damn ball. Right? That's all I'm saying. And guess what? Our quarterback play, and they're going to play at a high level. Both, whoever's out there going to do what they do. There's a word from Louisiana folk as we get ready to close. It's called lanyap. We're going to beat you with the ground game, but that passing game is going to be lanyap. Shout out to them Louisiana folk that understand what that is. TD, you know what lanyap is? See, you like golden fish. You like your golden fish with some baked beans, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just putting it together. You know what I'm saying? You got your bread. I'm thinking so. What else left? Give me something else, Corey. We over there with blow them right now. That dirty rice is lanyap. Yeah. But the main course is the meat. In the sides, but that lanyap is just a little something extra. That's what it's called, man. Just a little extra. But TD want his lanyap in golden fish. He want to. If the serving size is 3, give me one more. Just give me a little something extra. That's what that is. No disrespect, man. Put some respect on both of them quarterbacks, man. Them boys balling, man. Don't let them outsiders tell you nothing different. They spending that thing at a 65% clip. You know what I mean? I like our chances. We have that. with adversity. This is a championship caliber team. Now we just got to go handle business on Saturday, and then we'll be off. We'll get some turkey, get some dressing. We'll have Thanksgiving, watch the Boring Bayou Classic and the Turkey Day Classic, whatever other games are left over, and then we'll host SWAC Championship in Jackson.
I mean, I want to say this real quick before we drop out. We were talking about Jared. There's two things that I definitely noticed. First of all, and I stated this, and I will continue to state this: the young man has all the talent and potential to be a really, really, really good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I've been respecting what the game plan the coach has been using to surround him, to ease him into what's going on. There's a couple of things that when we talk about the freshman status that we might need to be mindful of. Number one, first of all, I call Jared the silent assassin because he's another one who don't say much. He just want to beat you down on the field. But with that being said, I don't need him trying to fight defensive linemen. I see the he was trying to fight defensive line. Bam had to take him out the field. So the young man got mad heart. Number two, I think he's going to learn as he continues to play this game and coach continues to work with him. And on this level, you don't want to go back 10 to 15 yards. And you definitely don't want to try to throw off your back foot sideways. You're looking for an interception or a pick six because you're using arm strength when you're trying to do that. Those are a couple of things that, you know what I'm saying, I noticed. But I know, those things definitely going to get, better. And then, like I said, when we talk about the freshman status, but other than that, I feel that we can go as far as we need to go or how we need to go, where we need to go with the young man at the helm. So it's no doubt in his ability to get those things. But to come when you get some of those things worked out, man, you talking about definitely going to be a problem. That's what it's going to be. And to your point, Ken and Corey, with Jacobian or Locker on the field, I definitely think that we can go back to Atlanta and win.
So absolutely. So trap music, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China, bro? It has nothing. The quarterbacks don't play each other. Our quarterback, offensive line, and rushing attack and receivers play their defense. Their quarterback, that's sick. He can have 8 years of experience. Their offense got to play our defense.
Regardless of who's
doesn't matter. Quarterback don't play each other.
Plus that,
go out there and put together a game plan to create enough adversity against the other team so you can finish the game with more points.
Plus, that comment is too far ahead of my vision. We got to go whoop Alcorn on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm just saying. You trust 6 years? Well, that's fine. Cool. That's that. I get you on Delaware State, and I'm gonna leave that alone. Again, it's not football ain't played that way. It's a lot of 6-year quarterbacks that suck. Experience don't necessarily mean that. Experience could also mean that he's been playing football and he can get the job done. What are we talking about when it comes to that? You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna change. I ain't here to change your mind. You feel how you feel. I'm glad you said what you said. So if and when it happens, you'll know that we can also do it with a freshman. I said it like this: we can do it with both quarterbacks. Because we're not asking our quarterback to go out there and beat nobody. We're asking our quarterback to be great at what the coaches ask him to do 35% of the offensive plays. That's it. Hand the ball off, you know what I'm saying? Get the ball to the best receiver in the 35% of the times that we probably going to do what we do, and let the big nasties do what they do.
And really just don't turn the ball over.
They don't turn
the ball over. I mean, and let's be real, experience, saying outweighs some stuff too. So either or.
Yeah, it does, man. It comes a point we talking about ball, man. I don't want to listen. It comes a point in time. I ain't thinking about. I'm not looking at Jared thinking about no freshman. I'm looking at, can he do the job? He's doing the job. He's doing it at a high level. He's won. He's a winner. We did the same thing for Jacoby. I ain't lost a SWAC game when he started and finished the game. Neither has Jared. He's undefeated right now. Last I checked, he's 4-0. I mean, he's an 18-year-old kid that was playing high school football last year, 3 games, went down with an injury. Now he's back healthy, playing college ball. He's 4-0 as a starting quarterback at Jackson State. What in the holy heaven are we talking about when we say we can't win a game with him starting when he's only showed us winning? He hasn't showed us a loss. Jared didn't go out there and have to play defense on 4th and 9. We didn't get it done against Grambling, but he did go out there and score 2 touchdowns with 30 plus 40,000 people in Las Vegas on national TV with his back against the wall, getting in cold when the quarterback went down, and then actually came in as a reserve of the backup. So now 13 points in Vegas on the largest stage, and he come back and lead you into a 4th quarter comeback with 11 minutes to go in the game. We're going to tell me that quarterback can't go to the Celebration Bowl with the best offensive line, the best coach, the best rushing attack, the best defense. You can't tell me that kid can't win a game. With that, hey, man, y'all be good, man. We'll be back Wednesday night. D-Corsi, I appreciate you for coming up, man, because I know you cherish the moment. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I got your trap music. I got you, bro. I ain't here to change your mind. I'm just giving you my perspective just like you give me yours. I'm just saying football ain't won or lost that way. But you want the experience. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't going to argue with you if Morgan's on the field. I'm going to be happy about it. If Jared Lockhart is on the field, I'm going to be happy. Guess why? Because we're in the Celebration Bowl and we get a chance to win that thing. All right?
And we all Tigers. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we love, anyway, I'll leave that alone. All right. Anybody got anything else before we get up out of this thing, man?
Yeah. I'll say this, man. Tiger Nation, we appreciate you tuning in, joining us. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the comments, the support. D-Corsi, thank you for gracing us with your presence, bro. I always enjoy the commentary, man. I enjoy your work. I listen to it, watch it all the time, man. And appreciate you again. Ken, thanks for having me tonight, bro. Good seeing you. I hope y'all have a restful night and enjoy your day tomorrow. Tiger Nation.
See y'all back on Wednesday, man. We're going to break down the Alcorn game. Do y'all love?
Go Tigers.
Appreciate everybody. Peace.
On the field, we bring the energy. Ready to go.
Off the field, I build my brand.
At Jackson State, we make it happen.
They said one story, my brand tells another.
This is Jackson State. This is family.
This is the KC1400 Collective. Tiger Nation, we need each of you to join the movement.
Be the team behind the team. Support our NIL Collective. Get signed up today.
Visit www.KC1400collective.com. VI love, go Tigers.
We are trying to build a program for the next 10 to 12 years. It's not something that's overnight. We understand that the NIL and collective stuff has its role, it plays in it, but we are on the forefront of FCS football and attacking the NIL, attacking the collective. We got a very nice payroll at Jackson State, believe it or not. And I mean, our fan support, and we need more support. But we know that payroll is attached to championships. You know what I mean? So we're not out here trying to recruit kids based on money, but we also want them kids to know if you come to Jackson State and you end up benefiting from the collective, benefiting from an NIL deal, we expect a championship out of you.
ShotRx is bringing healthcare to you. With our mobile health team, we can come to your school, church, or business to take care of you. We offer childhood immunizations, COVID and flu vaccinations, physicals, and much more. Don't put your health off. Welcome to Care and Compassion. Welcome to ShotRx.
Hello, I'm Kevin Dent, Jackson State University, safety, Canton, Ohio. Today I'm being inducted to the Black College Hall of Fame. I want to give a shout out to KC1400 Media Group for giving me this platform to introduce me to this stage. I'd like to thank them, thank Jackson State and Jackson State family. Go Tigers.
Hey, this True Thompson. True, you got to get a word for Tiger Nation, man. I love y'all. Tiger Nation. Do y'all love? Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.